It is hard because they do fight over going to their favourite wedding planner.
Do they?
Who's their favourite wedding planner?
Yeah, of course.
Who's their
Bali
favourite?
bride.
No, truly, because there's often
No,
2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5 in a day. And so then the schedule's coming out and different teams are going to different places and obviously they don't want to come to you guys.
Yeah, it is like just making a family, and we've tried really, really hard to, you know, you have to have fun at
the
work.
team that you've built, like it would be like family.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they
Like,
are. They
Yeah.
are.
They
Yeah,
are.
really.
They're also incredibly sweet as well. Like nothing is ever too much. Like we obviously work with a lot of companies, but your team is by far the best.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like the above and beyond that they will go through to make things happen, and they get it. Like they understand a wedding.
And I feel
is a
really
wedding.
bad sometimes because I think there was one wedding in particular. I've asked them to move the tables like 5 times. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You know, the
Because
ones where it
sometimes
rains or
space,
something. Yeah.
because sometimes
They
the
don't mind.
space is awkward, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I just need you to move the tables again.
Look, you know, it's
case by
wedding
case.
season, it happens, and, you know,
It's just part of
it is, and mostly
every
we let
other
it go.
company does. Every other company
Yeah.
charges us a security deposit, and we get that back after the wedding.
It's kind of goodwill, like, you know.
It really is.
It is.
Oh, I think there's probably 3 times we've asked somebody to replace something afterwards. It's not, it hasn't been.
And it's
very
probably
often.
for good reason as well.
Yeah.
Like, you've jumped up on it or.
Oh, this is the thing. Our staff will send us a video of like 2 men dancing on one chair and then it breaks and they're like, here's the evidence. And we're like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then sometimes we'll look at the planner and go, oh, you know what, she's doing an amazing job, and we'll just let it go.
Yeah. And it did, honestly. It made such a world of difference. But I'm such an advocate if the brides get the wedding they want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
they get one wedding and they pay a fortune for it, for their day.
Which
so,
is why we always say, like, you have to trust your planner. Like,
Hey, there we go.
no, we do.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Bali Weddings Unveiled. My name's Britta.
And I'm Tristan.
Today we are going to be diving into an episode all about furniture, and we've got 2 very special guests with us today. We've got Sarah and Vanessa.
From Bali Event Hire.
Hi, girl.
Welcome.
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining. It's the end of the day. We're
We
just
got all
sitting
the
here
blondies on the couch
We
today.
really do. Yeah.
Do you know what? Like, did they say hello to you when you walked in? Oh, they already knew I was up here. Because sometimes when Britta and I come in here, like just to co-work, I will walk in and normally I get, hi, Narelle, because they think I'm Narelle from Bali. Because, you know, like sometimes we think a lot of Asian people look the same. They must think we all look the same. And then Britta gets called Tristan all the time. I get called like
And Michelle as well.
Yeah, I'm wondering like
Have you met us?
We are the same person.
We are the same
you
person.
are. You honestly are.
Yeah.
Actually, it took me a while to realise you guys aren't actually sisters.
Yeah.
I always thought you were sisters.
I actually have a twin sister.
It was Jess from Soiree that told me you weren't sisters. So I was like,
No.
what?
Yeah, everybody
I was so
thinks it.
confused.
We get asked every single day. And now in Bali, there's some people who say, hello, Sarah, Vanessa.
Hello, Sarah, Vanessa.
In one word.
Because they've just
Because they're
merged
just
us
like,
together.
you know what, this is all too hard.
Honestly, it's probably easier.
We're just like, that's fine. But we answer to either.
Both.
Like, but even in Melbourne.
Even
everyone-
in Melbourne.
Yeah.
You kind of just do like one of our main, not furniture, our, what do you call that thing that drives? Transport. our main transport company that we work for a long time, one of the drivers, he must be newer, but every time he picks me up, he says, good morning, Britta, and I don't correct him. I'm like, whatever, good morning. And then we were at an event the other day and we were walking out at the end of the night and he's coming in with a couple of other drivers and he's like, hi, Britta. And Britta was pulling in at the same time from her wedding because I said, stop by, let's go home together, we'll split the cars. She was at Puri Buggerwon, I was at Puri Temple Hill. Yeah. And I started laughing because Al and someone else had realised that he'd called me Britta. And I said, what's my name? And he goes, oh, Queen. And I was like, no, what's my name? He goes, Princess, because one of the other drivers calls me Princess.
Good answer.
Yeah.
He calls me, one day he accidentally called me my beautiful princess. Well, he didn't accidentally. He messaged and said, good morning, my beautiful princess. I'm here to pick you up. And I was like, I walked out and I was like, my beautiful princess. He goes, sorry. And I was like, no, I love it. You must refer to me as my beautiful princess every time you pick me up. So now when he messaged me, he says, good morning, Tristan, boss, anything else? I'm like, mm-mm. And then he'll say, good morning, beautiful princess. I'm like, mm-mm. And he's like, my beautiful princess. I'm like, there we go. So this driver was like, Queen, princess, trying to think of the other name. I was like, no, what's my name? And he's like, Britta. And then I was like, what's her name? And she's walking out and he looks from me to her and he goes, Big Boss? And was like losing it laughing. Still didn't correct him. I'm still pretty sure he thinks I'm Britta.
Yeah, so you're a blonde double act like we are.
Yeah, and I was just like,
brunette, but
I'm like, whatever. It's
Yeah.
fine.
We don't care. It's a compliment either way.
Absolutely.
We don't mind.
Answered it either all the time.
But we are
always.
really different as well. Like everyone thinks, I mean, we're very similar, but
really similar, really different.
as well.
Yeah, we are.
Fair. So we want to talk to you guys a bit. Like you have been in the industry for such a long time. Tell us about
Your story. What inspired
I think
Bali
we're about
Event
the
Hire?
same as you. Are we?
12 years. We're coming up to 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're
12
coming up to
years.
11. So you're a couple years older. Like
Yeah.
how did it start back
It was
then?
it was an accident. It was a really lucky accident, wasn't it? We had literally no intention of starting a business whatsoever at all. We just
So you just woke up one day and like, I think we'll make some furniture.
We just loved coming to Bali.
We loved coming to Bali. Vanessa was having a party in Bali.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, we went to pick the DJ, the food, the flowers, the
everything.
everything. And when it came to the furniture, there was a Tiffany chair and a what do you call it? The
banquet
with
chair,
the
Banquet chair with the bow.
The bow.
Gross.
And we were like, it's a party. What about the?
Yeah, and we said, no, okay, but what else is there?
Yeah.
And then they were like, no, there isn't. And we're like, come on. We're in Bali. And they said, no, this is it. And I'm like, that's the saddest thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
So we didn't want the Tiffany chair, so we just dashed out and had like just the bentwoods, which are now still
So
basically
you just
our
had them
best-
made for the party.
We had them made and just teak tables because, it was all like shiny
Banquet.
tablecloths.
Oh my gosh, the shiny tablecloths.
Oh,
you wouldn't have
gross.
seen a lot of them in your day, but when I started, I remember one of the first weddings I rocked up to, and I'm like, what is with these tablecloths? And I demanded the hotel go and get, they didn't have anything else. I demanded they go get bed sheets, and I used bed sheets as my tablecloths.
Much
So
better.
they're not shiny,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so gross.
No.
You don't see them as much anymore.
Yeah.
Awful. No, so this was 12 years ago, and then the event planner who did the party said, can I buy them or rent them or do something with them because this doesn't exist? And we were like, okay, we could be onto something here. Let's just see what happens. Like, let's make 30, see what happens. And then we started getting bookings. And then it was like, okay, shit, we need 50, we need 60, we need cocktail furniture, we need chairs. Guys, we need to move to Bali.
Yeah, so we said to our, because we had, little kids and our
kids.
husbands, and we were like, do you know what? We all just need to move. And they
Yeah.
were like, all right. And so we just did.
Wow.
So
And
you were living here.
We lived here for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
When we
Wow.
were starting, because it really did just grow so fast.
Yeah.
And I think everyone was just so excited that there was actually
Something
an
else.
option out there. And we just started like with a really super small range plus cocktail furniture. We were talking today about our first like warehouse, hilarious. And because we had no idea what we were doing, by the way. And one day we were like, okay, so we've got all this stuff, we need a warehouse. And so we were just driving past some place and it just said for rent. And we were like, that looks fine.
That'll do.
Yeah, and so you sign on the weird Indonesian stamp.
Yeah.
And suddenly we've got this warehouse. And then, but what we didn't realise is that we had to store everything upstairs, and it was the tiniest little staircase with like tiles, and then all our staff were like, but we can't fit the furniture up.
Oh no.
there. And we're like, oh,
We'd signed for a year.
yeah.
We've run into a few brick walls
A lot of brick walls, yeah.
in the early days.
Yeah.
But we nailed our staff early. We
Yeah.
got Annie and
Yeah.
Has she
Mega
been with you the whole time?
the whole time. We made her
Wow.
work for us. We met
Yeah.
her when she was 8 months pregnant.
And she said, this is my third child. I don't
She said
want to
no.
work for you. And we said, we think you do.
We said we really firmly believe that you do want to work for us. Yeah. And she said, I don't think we do.
We said,
I
you have
don't-
the baby and we'll call you after that.
It kind of sounds like Ryan. Ryan was like, I don't want to work for you. I want to go to uni. I want to do this. And I was like, no, you're going to come work with me and you're going to do uni. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And like
It'll
almost
work out.
3 years on, he's still with me. And
Yeah.
he's at
And
uni.
he's at uni now.
Yeah.
You sent him to
Perfect.
uni.
Yeah, no, she was the beginning. So that's how it all started. And it was just the right time.
Yeah.
There was nobody else here. We happened to have really little kids. So it was really easy to just say, guys, this is exciting. We're moving. And we just started getting bookings and it just took off.
But we did all the things that people didn't do back then. Like, it's really hard to believe that Instagram accounts didn't exist. I mean, it is making us sound so old.
Yeah.
But they didn't for weddings. And
Or websites,
or
really.
or websites.
So you
Yeah.
made them.
And
Well, they didn't. When I planned my wedding, I was saying earlier, doing anything online, like it just wasn't a viable thing.
But we kind of sort of applied all that kind of Western rigor to, a beautiful creative industry that just needed a bit more of a framework. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's why we became successful quite quickly, because we had all that stuff in place that was familiar to Western brides, and so we were kind of trusted quite.
Yeah, there
early
were
on.
real invoices and receipts and
which is something you don't like even now. Like sometimes I just get a WhatsApp message with, please pay this amount with a bank account detail.
Oh,
Okay.
often.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and so having a website made it all real. And then we moved warehouse, and that's when we decided to get a showroom because people started saying, can we see the furniture? And we were standing in a hot, dusty space, and it was like, this doesn't feel very nice. Someone's come with their fiance and their mum, and we're standing in this hot space and saying, this will be beautiful, but it's all up in the shelves.
Yeah, so that was the biggest kind of early financial kind of risk that we had to take because we really wanted a beautiful showroom.
And your showroom is beautiful. We'll see if we can put some photos up here.
Yeah, and I mean we've been, and it actually hasn't dated. We're really lucky.
No,
it's beautiful, and obviously we all work out of there as well.
Yeah,
but it is nice, and we have brides and
all the time
planners, and anyone can come and actually go, all right, that furniture does exist.
Yeah,
it does
Tara?
look like,
what a good wedding planner he was.
Oh, Tara.
Who's Tara?
God love him, you know? Made that day happen.
So I'm going to tell the story. I don't even think they listened to the podcast. I had this beautiful couple.
You don't know that.
I can't believe we're telling the story early.
No, I've got this beautiful couple, and I was planning their wedding for a couple of years. That they had some health complications, so like it was a long planning process. And not only were we planning the wedding for a long time, but they were like monthly calls, and then they'd forget. And it was like, have we done this? Yes, we've already done this. Anyway, at one point they said our friend's coming over. He'd like to look at the furniture. So Al
Oh
brought
God, do
him
we
out.
want to hear this story?
No, so Al brought him out
now.
to the showroom, showed him the furniture. He helped them pick their furniture because they needed bigger chairs for Islander purposes.
Yep.
So he picked all their furniture for them. That was it. Never really heard or saw from him again until the wedding day. And I will never forget, this is like the funniest thing. So on the wedding day, they tell me what a fantastic job. And like, it's a big wedding. There's been a lot of last minute changes. But of course, we're like pros, so we've dealt with it. And they're doing lots of speeches. So many speeches. Now, Vina from My Bali Celebrant was emceeing. And there's all these surprise speeches that are popping up, but they're very sweet. They're giving presents to mum and this person. And then I think the speech is wrapping up, and then the bride stands up, and the bride's not doing a speech, and she hands the groom this like one last present. And then the groom's like, all right, we have to do this one. We couldn't have done this day without this very special person, like really helped us with our planning process. Without them, like this day wouldn't have happened. This day wouldn't have been happened. So I'm in the corner like, oh my God.
I can't believe it.
Me and
Thank
Britta
you
are
so
looking at each
much.
other, and I'm like, that's so sweet. And the MC's staring directly at me. All my staff are looking at me, and they're like, yep, he even flew to Bali and met with our wedding planner. And I've just looked at Britta, and I'm like, it's fucking Tara.
As soon as that happens, I am losing it. I am an absolute fit of giggles.
So, sure enough, they invite this Tara guy up, and they give him a present, and everyone's clapping. And then Vina walks over to me, and I look at her, and I'm like, not a fucking word. And she just loses it laughing with Britta. And it's like now the ongoing joke of like, what a good wedding planner Tara was. Like, they're very sweet. They came up to me afterwards and like, couldn't have done the day without you. But it's now like the running
Tara
joke
picked
of,
the chairs, and now suddenly Tara's done.
I think Al said something on our group chat the other day. He was like, let's just ask Tara.
it's now like our running joke at the company. But
We should have invited Tara today.
yeah, you really should have. And then
about the chairs,
the best part was like later in the night, the bar manager came over to me and he wanted my signature. I was like, no, just go ask Tara.
I love that.
I didn't plan this.
Yeah, but like, you know, like the showroom's very good for, you know, those planners.
People like Tara. Yeah,
Tara's always
If you
Shout out to Tara and Lance and Ariel. I mean,
come back,
beautiful
Tara.
wedding.
We'd love to
always
see you
welcome.
again.
Yeah.
Such a great Bali wedding planner.
Yeah. Amazing.
It was just the funniest thing because, you know, when you're like, oh, this is really sweet. And then everyone's looking at me and then you just see everyone at the same time, like, so funny.
You get to sit back down.
Hopefully Tara
Well, I
was
wasn't
there.
standing. I was kind of sitting in the corner, like as we do with most of these things, and you know, just paying attention. You know, what's next? Music's coming on, or whatever's going on. And then I was like, oh my gosh, sweet,
Such a nice speech.
And then the worst thing is, she is like hysterically laughing, and she can't even
Britta.
pull herself together. And she's like, oh, remember that time? I'm like,
She's never going to let you forget it.
She still thinks it's hilarious.
she's
It's
still,
so
it's
funny.
It's still on our team.
It was like
Yeah.
you had to be there because it was so
And it was-
hilarious.
and the best thing is we've got this whole recording of it. So Al obviously does our content. So he's filming
yeah.
all the time. And a lot of the time when there's thank yous come in speeches, you see him pan over and he gets the wedding planner's face. And the video that he's got, he's fully zoomed in on the couple. And then you see him like pan over to Tara because he took Tara out and he knew that it was Tara.
You need to get like
Even flew to Bali to
for
meet
the
with our
office.
wedding planner. And then he comes after and he's like, oh shit, did you hear that? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I reckon it should be included at end of year awards.
It says heights.
Oh my gosh, can we? We'll give an award at the end. Best wedding planner of the year. But no, they were very sweet. They came up to me after and they're like, thanks, the day couldn't have happened without you. I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, no problem.
2 years in the making, lots of unexpected changes. You're welcome, guys.
We didn't meet him, but he sounds great.
He was great. He was great. He picked out all the furniture. So having a showroom, very beneficial for all those people that need to come in.
Yeah.
So
Now, I feel like we need to talk about the Green Army.
oh
Those
my
boys.
goodness, photo here of me, the Green Army.
The wind beneath our wings.
Do you know what? They need like a YouTube channel, don't
Oh
they?
my God.
Yeah.
Actually, they confused me a bit the other day because they've got new uniforms.
No, they haven't. It's only for content.
Oh, is it? Okay. They looked fantastic, but I was like,
They look
excuse
amazing.
me.
No,
No,
they're
that's their
always
good
going to be
clothes.
green, but when
It's not their work clothes.
Good
It's their
clothes.
clothes.
No, it's their costume. So we love a photo shoot.
Yeah.
They now love a photo shoot. And it took a long time to get them. They were so uncomfortable coming into studios and now you should see them. I mean, it is.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
really
They are
brilliant.
all main characters. You should see it.
I've seen them on the wedding day when they think no one's looking, and it's my favorite thing to capture videos of them and be like, look what I just got.
I know they were playing with the lawn games the other day. I'm walking
You
up
sent
to
those
them.
photos. I know.
And they're
Why they
playing
like
the
coming to your
cornhole.
weddings. Yeah.
Is it because we report back? Like, oh my gosh, look at your team dancing.
No,
for this.
because
Oh,
they
they're-
have fun
they
with
love you.
you.
Actually, it is hard because they do fight over going to their favourite wedding planner.
Do they?
Who's their favourite wedding
Oh,
planner?
yeah, of course.
Who's their
Bali
favourite?
bride. No, truly, because there's often 2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5 in
In
a
a
day.
day.
And so then the schedule's coming out
Yeah.
and different teams are going to different places and obviously they all want to come to you guys.
Yeah, they do.
This is 100% going to be a highlight for our reel.
Do you know what?
Yeah, they do.
The episode we filmed earlier, I said we're going to have the Bali Event Hire girls on later, and they will agree that we have the best team in Bali. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
without
and so
doubt.
do we.
Yeah.
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 So together we're amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
We can all
Yeah.
just agree on that, Tara. So
Yeah.
I paid her a lot of money to say that.
Oh, shit. Don't go there.
Do you know what was really sweet actually? The other day I was setting up for a wedding and it was so hot. And you know Stone Villa now has the fake grass.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful, but it's very hot. And it was just the sweetest thing ever because I turned around and the bar team Drunken Love literally was handing out cups of ice to your team and topping them all up with Coke. And I was like, and I turned to Ryan and I was like, this is why they're my favourite bar company. Who else would do that? No one else would be making sure the furniture hire boys have cold, sweet refreshments. Like it was so sweet.
Yeah. Oh, it's bloody hot and they work so hard.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the important ingredient, isn't it? It is like literally teamwork.
How did you find such a big, amazing team? Because it's not easy to find good staff. Like, where did they come from? How do you advertise?
Well, we have a magic formula, don't we?
Do you? I need
We
this
do
magic
now.
formula.
Yeah.
Well, we do now. So we started obviously with Anna and dear Mega, who we lost in COVID.
Yeah.
And then under Mega was beautiful Agus. And Agus had to step up really out of the blue when we lost Mega.
Yeah.
And he really didn't feel like he could do it. And we were just like, you can do this.
Yeah.
You know, you can. And he's now become amazing. But
He's one of my faves.
he is.
Yeah,
and he's
incredible.
just so gentle, but he's really, really fussy, which I really love.
Always gives me a cuddle when he walks in.
Yeah, but what we've learned, because in the early days, you know, we had to scale up really, really quickly.
yeah.
And it took us ages to work out, you know, how many staff we needed and how many full-time and how many, you know,
How
just
do you manage that?
Well, it took us ages to get to
long
kind of
time.
the right formula, which we've got now. But in the early days, we were like, okay, well, we just need like 5 more of, you know, just like you, like just exactly like you.
Clone.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
And
we've said that about Yanti so many times.
Copy paste.
Yep, and then we get like CVs, all this hilarious like Western stuff, you know,
Yeah.
and then they'd meet them and we're like, they look amazing. Like, these are perfect. And they're like, no. And we're like, why? And they're like, his face. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just stuff like that. And you're
Looks
like,
lazy.
or
I got a CV through
it's his
today and I was like,
energy,
ooh, and I opened it, I was like, ooh.
We both said it at the same time. We're
Really?
like, no.
Yeah, it's just a
they
feeling.
feel things, do you know, and they know. And you know what they're like with
Karma and
and whose band jar are they connected to and all of that kind of stuff. And so we were like, do you know what, they need to employ each other.
Yeah.
So they're completely in charge of doing all the recruitment, and that's the magic.
probably-
Yeah, because everybody's now somebody's next door neighbour, cousin, brother, uncle,
Of course.
nephew, which makes them accountable to
Yeah.
each other. Because if you've employed your nephew
Yeah.
and he's late or not turning up,
That's on you.
That's on you.
So they call everyone to account. We don't even have to do it. Do you know what I mean? Because they don't want to lose face. So, and then it is like just making a family. And we've tried really, really hard to,
Yeah.
you know, you have to have fun at
Well, the
work.
team that you've built, like it would be like family.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they
Like,
are. They
that's
are.
They
Yeah,
are.
really.
They're also incredibly
Yeah.
sweet as well. Like nothing is ever too much. Like we obviously work with a lot of companies, but your team is by far the best.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like
So
the
nice to hear.
the above and beyond that they will go through to make things happen, and they get it.
Yeah.
Like they understand a wedding.
And I feel
is a
really
wedding.
bad sometimes because I think there was one wedding in particular. I've asked them to move the tables like 5 times. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You know, the
Because
ones where it
sometimes
rains
space,
or something. Yeah.
because sometimes
They
the
don't
space
mind.
is awkward,
No.
and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I just need you to move the tables again. Like,
They don't mind.
you know?
Yeah, but they're really grateful as well
Yeah.
because, and that's the thing, you know, if you foster a really happy work environment
Yeah.
and you look after them, they're really grateful, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they know how appreciated they are.
Yeah.
And they're proud of their work too.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
want everything to be perfect. They
Yeah.
want everything to look amazing.
They do.
So
and they don't, like when they're working for you, they want you to win. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want you to deliver the best wedding you possibly can.
Not every company's like that, and we've had a lot of incidents yesterday in the furniture department of like 2-3 hours late on site. Things like
You guys are always early,
always on time,
Always.
always available when we need to move things around, like
bringing out other chairs.
bringing out other chairs last minute. You know, like there's just so many things. What about that event you did?
Oh my
And
God, an extra table
the
at
extra
Latitude.
table because you didn't realize the peacock chairs were so big, and we actually needed one table just for the peacock
One extra
chairs.
table.
And you know, there's
King Queen.
nothing that's ever not doable.
Yeah.
no. And look, that
Yeah.
took time as well to figure out that being late is not okay.
Yeah, we
And-
had to do a lot of, and that was just like that was cultural
Can
training.
you just go
Yeah.
train everyone else?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was. I
Gosh.
mean, yeah, we're now at the
my
point
God.
where they're often early
Well,
because
I
the
think
late.
mostly they are.
Oh,
yeah.
they were
Yeah.
like 4 hours early to one of my events last
You're like,
week.
"Don't be
I
4
messaged
hours
back.
early."
I was like, darling, you do realize you're meant to be there at 2, not 11 or whatever the time was. And he's like, oh, sorry. And I got there and he was asleep. I just went and woke him up. And I was like,
But see,
all right,
that's the
time to
thing.
go.
They actually enjoy work, right?
Yeah.
So they wouldn't come early if they
Yeah.
they do like going to work.
Yeah, they do.
Not every wedding.
Yeah, like
probably,
I'd
but-
rather them early than late because the lateness, especially at the moment with all the traffic in Bali.
Yeah.
so
Oh no,
stressful.
and that took the training. It was just like there is traffic. There's always traffic. It's always hours
Yeah.
to get to Uluwatu.
How
so
do you
plan
out-train
for
them
it.
to like think that way though? Because that's not a very common thing. Like
No.
we see other people show up and they're like 2 hours late. They're like, oh, sorry. Like there's no
We just
accountability.
kept having team meetings, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Over and over and over again. And I think that we always said this is a reflection on us.
Yeah.
And because they really do love and respect us,
Yeah.
they didn't want to let us down. So it was more about us saying, this is our reputation. These people trust us and we need you to make that happen. So, you know,
Yeah.
they don't get cross at us. And I think that it was like that emotional, you know, and they're like, yep, okay, get that.
It's now putting like they know what's going to happen and
Yeah.
what kind of impact
Yeah.
that's going to have.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
going to affect us.
Yeah, it's like they don't want to let us down. They don't want to let you guys down. Yeah, they're proud of their work. I mean, it's taken a long
It
time.
has. It
but we're
has
here
taken
now.
a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's coming back to like we've said this so many times, like you really do get what you pay for. And there's quite a few furniture companies out there at the moment. And we always say like you guys are by far our favorites. Like,
Thank you.
but that's the difference between, you know, a cheap company that might be locally owned. Like they don't care if they're 3 hours late. The clients don't notice it, but we do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
of
it's
course.
so incredibly stressful. But
Yeah.
you do get what you pay
Yeah,
for.
for
And that's
sure.
the difference.
And I feel like you guys do look after your furniture as well.
We do,
Like
and
there's
it-
always wear and
yeah.
tear with furniture, but you always
There
look
is.
after it.
Nothing's-
Whereas there's other
yeah.
companies out there, they've got a massive, massive list of just everything that you could possibly want, but
the
they don't look
quality's
after
terrible.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another. Yeah, we've learnt so much.
I know that was
haven't
also
we?
number one on the
yeah.
list.
So then we had to build allocate an entire servicing department
yeah.
because in wedding season, like we can have 5-6 weddings a day.
Yeah.
So we need to be like.
Constantly on
How
top
many
of it.
team members do you have?
I think we've got in peak we've got 25 full time.
25
Wow.
full time plus the office girls plus full time laundry.
Oh no, but then we've got contract staff. So they work for us each year, but
I
only
was like,
for
why
wedding
laundry?
season.
But then I remember that you've got all
Yeah.
the covers and the pillows
Yeah.
and things.
And
yeah.
you've got to remember, we come back from a wedding in the dark and we'll talk you through the day in the life of our dear
Yeah.
boys.
Yes.
But you have to take off every single cushion cover and wash them all
because they're going back out in the morning.
because you
Yeah,
you
whether
haven't got
they're
time in the
used-
dark to look through 120 cushions and see what's clean and what's dirty. So you have to launder every single one. And we remember one year we got that we were looking at our accounting and we were like,
laundry.
Laundry, what is that massive number?
Yeah.
And then we were like, we'll just build one in
a
there.
washing machine. Look at that.
And then
So
we
did.
and then we put dear Mega's wife in there, so now she's in charge.
Yeah.
Of our
bless.
laundry.
I love that.
Yeah. And it just means nothing leaves the warehouse because it was all of the cushions were going out to the laundry. And then suddenly it's like, did somebody pick them up? Are they back? There's another wedding tomorrow morning. Now everything stays on site, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very smart. Like we had a wedding the other day and I ordered 9 tablecloths. And from those 9 tablecloths, 5 of them had massive stains on them. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I couldn't get hold of the company. So I was literally just like at 2:00 calling another company, like, can you send me tablecloths? I'll pay the bill later. Because the other company wasn't answering. Of course, I got a full refund. But I'm like, how did you not check those before you sent them to me?
No.
And it must have just been stained from like 2 weddings ago and they just didn't bother to.
Someone's put them away.
Yeah,
and
and
then
they've gone out to launder. See, because Mega's dear wife is doing, like she cares. So if it's stained, it goes in the bin, or if it can't, if it can't
Be fixed.
Yeah. So
Can't be brought
keeping
back.
everything in house has really, really helped.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's very similar to kind of everything that we're doing. Like I've said it time and time again. We've got a whole stationary team. You know,
bring
like
things in.
we do everything
we're really
in house
impressed
now.
with your stationary
Like
team.
we have built shot walls and a luggage tag wall, and we've got so many different shaped and styles of mirrors in the office because everyone wants them now. So why don't we just do it?
Yep.
So,
And have them in your inventory. Absolutely. Yeah.
Except we're never going near tablecloths or napkins, are we?
No.
I said the same
Yeah.
thing.
No.
We have napkins now, but only because I brought them for the Bali bride's party
Yeah.
because I wanted the hot pink colour. But yeah, it's just too much stains. And like, I don't know how, but we lose like 2 napkins every wedding.
Oh, you would.
Yeah, we
It's
do.
like we had decorative cushions for a few years and they never came back in a set of 8. Not ever. Not once.
Because
Never.
everyone
do
just
they
picks one
go?
up and
They
takes it
just
back to their
disappear.
room.
So
you
these
know?
are just like giant cliff-top villas and
Yeah.
it's just, they're not
Yeah.
coming back.
So do you always charge a security deposit to clients or
No,
Why?
we never do. Do you know we don't lose chairs?
No, we've been really lucky.
Like we really
the
don't.
damage?
But
things-
broken chairs?
Look, it's on a case-by-case basis.
It really is.
And, as you said, our boys are there the entire time. They see everything happen. So they will take a photo. If 2 chairs come back and they've already taken a photo of how it happened, you know.
Yeah.
And so, look, it's
case by
wedding
case.
season, it happens, and,
it's just part of
it is. And mostly we let it go.
Company does. Every other company
Yeah.
charges us a security deposit and we get that back after the wedding.
It's kind of goodwill,
It really
It,
is.
it is.
Oh, I think there's probably 3 times we've asked somebody to replace something afterwards. It's not, it hasn't been.
And it's
very
probably
often.
for good reason as well.
Yeah.
Like jumped up on it or
Oh, this is the thing. Our staff will send us a video of like 2 men dancing on one chair and then it breaks and they're like, here's the evidence. And we're like, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
But then sometimes we'll look at the planner and go,
Oh, well.
do you know what? She's doing an amazing job and we'll just let it go,
yeah.
you know.
fair.
So, yeah, no, it is goodwill.
Yeah.
We're so nice.
We are nice.
You are nice.
You're really nice, Sarah.
Thank you.
I like your boiler suit.
You are so nice. What do you call it?
She's wearing a boiler suit.
Boilers.
She's like, I'm
like a
gonna.
mechanic.
She's like, I'm gonna do an oil in. What do you say? I'm gonna
Grease and oil change.
A grease and oil change today.
You're like, that's nice. I'm like, I look like I'm fixing a car.
But so funny. But you're right. A chair is not a chair is not a chair. Like they're not all the same. Like they're really, really not. And if we had $1 for everyone who's like, but hang on, is that the price to buy the chair or
I'm
rent
not
the chair?
buying them from you. And it's like, oh, we know that. You're renting them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the chairs that we get, really good quality.
And you
They're-
have so many different
we
styles.
do. Yeah,
Thousands,
we do.
yeah.
Like, how do you,
Do you have a
find different
favourite?
styles? Like,
Favorite
how,
chair? Yeah. Sarah's got
Yeah.
a favourite, haven't
Yeah, I would say, and I think it's the Bentwood, which is where we started 12
yeah,
years
fair.
ago. Because every year we look at our numbers and say, Bentwood's still on top. Bentwood's still in the top 3.
It is still our bestseller.
It doesn't matter what else we design, all these beautiful things.
Yeah.
And then we go, oh, Bentwood's still in the top 3. Always.
Yeah,
12 years
because
down the
they're
road.
classics. The classics will never, ever, ever die. Fashions come and go, and and there are so many amazing ways to follow trends through, florals and drapery and stationery and napery and all of that kind of stuff. We are just always committed to staying in our lane. We are producing good quality furniture in natural, materials that are all produced here. Like we could get chairs from China for half the price.
Yeah.
We'd never do that. Because we're
You
lucky.
want to maintain your quality and your brand.
Yeah, and also want to support the island. We're lucky enough to be able to work on this beautiful island, and Yeah, but we've had a lot of funny stories finding our suppliers, but we've had most of them for now, like the entire time.
Yeah.
Where do you find the inspiration for your pieces? Like, are you copying these from other countries? Are you coming up with like, I had a dream last night about this particular chair
With midgets.
It was a dwarf, Britta. It was a dwarf.
We discussed this in our last episode about what do we call them, because we've hired them for events before, and I said my literal invoice said 4 times midgets, so I feel like it's
Sarah
like,
got
what
asked
is-
for that once.
What is okay to call them? I was like, midget or dwarf?
No, they're
or-
different, Britta. They're different,
Yeah.
but we won't go into that.
Okay.
We won't go into that today.
We're talking about furniture.
We're talking
today.
about furniture and where your inspo comes
Well,
from.
so I think, I think a lot of the time we've just gone with our gut and what we like.
100%.
And
So you design them and you're like, whoosh, this is what my chair looks like?
Crossback's a classic and Bentwood's a classic. And anytime we've done something that's a bit cool because we have seen it, through Instagram or Pinterest or in another country, it lasts a year.
Yeah.
It's cool for a year. Like a yellow,
The
we had
trends.
pink things and yellow things and
Yeah.
loads of black. And it's like 2 years down the road.
I do love the black. I think colours definitely have their place in certain weddings, but they're not going to be
100%.
popular. But I
Yeah.
feel like a classic piece. I do love black. Like
Yeah,
our
I
Bali
love black
Bride's
too.
party, I was like, yes, black with pops of
we
colour
love black
everywhere.
as well.
I've got black Bentwoods as my kitchen chairs. They're
Yeah,
classic.
Gorgeous.
Yes. But no, we get inspiration from random
Yeah.
places. Like we could be on holiday and I'll take a photo. In fact, I annoy Sarah nonstop taking photos of things that I want to do. And she ignores most of them. But anyway, I'll take a photo of something. I'll be like, that's beautiful. We could do that. Or we're just driving down around here, anywhere.
Yeah.
And suddenly we're like, if we did that with that.
It'd be beautiful.
Yeah. And so it's just all that kind of stuff. Like we don't over analyze it, do we?
No, or we've got these beautiful cocktail tables, but no one's ever really liked the stools. So let's find something else to make that work that we
and
like.
I think that's also one of the good things about our range is that because it's basically all teak wood and whether it's
Blonde, white, natural.
or rattan or bamboo, basically everything. So you can put anything with anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be in the same family.
No.
And I think that's also been really great because people do mix and match everything, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and that's why we've stuck to the classic range, because as soon as you do something a bit crazy, then you have to have everything else to go with it.
Yeah, and I feel like there's companies that have their moment for the crazy.
Yeah,
and different.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And also we've got big numbers, so we can't just, on a whim say, we usually do a new chair a year. We did 2 this year.
Yep.
But we've got big numbers and they're really expensive, so that's like a big investment. We'd prefer to just do, all the classics, but have good numbers and look after them really well.
And how much stock have you got of everything?
So
for the chairs, what's your minimum order when you're ordering all the
I know that you've got about 132 of a certain chair that I just ordered for a wedding of
there you go.
150. I was like, kids, you can have another chair.
Yes.
Yeah, look, once we know, we might get 8, I guess, as a sample.
We test the waters.
and then do perhaps a little photo shoot, see what people think, if they're getting excited about it. And then if we get a few more inquiries, we're like, okay, let's start at 50. And I don't think we've got anything that's under 100.
Usually 100 to 150 for all the
And then the Bentwoods and the crossbacks and the classics, 200, 220, 230, I guess they are.
Yeah.
Depending on how popular they are.
This is very random. Do they all stack? Like, how do you store
Yeah.
200 chairs?
You've been to our
You've been to our
I
warehouse.
have, but in my head, I can't fathom that's how many chairs you've got.
I haven't been to the warehouse.
I have, but I
all
also
right.
don't
You need to
envision
come
seeing
down.
like thousands
out.
of chairs in there.
Because Agus has OCD,
Yeah.
which I'm very supportive of. And so our gurungs are like, because we've got the showroom in the middle and then gurung.
Right.
And they are so beautifully organised.
It's like a library.
So you've got a
Everything's lined
second
up.
one.
So
I've only
cool.
seen the one. So you
Next door.
showrooms here, and then you go down there, and that's the good one.
So we've got two down, and that's where
Okay.
our servicing is, and that's where our laundry is, and
And all the tables.
and all the tables live in
bars
there.
and-
Wow.
Yeah. So we've had to build this whole elaborate labyrinth, of all the different levels. The boys even have a bedroom in there
yeah, you mentioned that.
because we realised that they were sleeping.
Well,
on
they
the
weren't going
floor.
home between events. So
And we're like,
Always sleeping on the floor, sleeping in the truck.
Well, if they're on
Yeah.
back-to-back events, you
Yeah.
know, like, do they?
Yeah.
So I don't understand the logistics. They're just magic. They're there when I need them. But are they at my, like, let's
really
say they drop
are.
my furniture off at 10 a.m. and then I get them to move my chairs at 4 and they're packing down 11.
Okay.
Are they there the whole day or
Yes,
do they go to
yes,
other
yes.
venues?
they are.
Yes.
They're remaining on standby. And I think this is the Green Army magic, because let's say it's 2 hours to pack a truck. We know it's 2 hours to
or
drive.
to pack 8 trucks or whatever it is.
Or
yeah.
to pack for one delivery, 2 hours to drive there, perhaps another 2 hours to unload, and then under your instruction, set everything up, the tables, chairs and then line the chairs up perfectly.
You know,
when
you see them, don't you, standing down, like just making sure.
Oh, yeah, normally that's me as well. Like, hey, Westerners are too big. Let's just give them another half a metre space in between.
And then the flowers start coming out and it's like, no, we have to redo the whole thing. It's not wide enough. So then they remain on standby. And that's the great thing about them. And this is what we always say. They're happy to move your chairs from ceremony to reception so you're not booking two lots of chairs.
Yeah.
As soon as the ceremony's over, your I-dos are done, they swoop in and move them and set them up for ceremony, reconfigure cocktail furniture, whatever needs doing, but they remain there.
I'm going to tell you something really controversial. You're not charging enough for your fees, for your delivery and your setup fee.
Yeah, we just went up. Do you know, thank you for saying that, because we kind of know that.
Yeah. Considering that those boys are there, and like I think my last event, there was 8 of them for a 16-hour day, because if they're on site at 10, they're leaving your warehouse at like 8, so they're getting there probably for 6 to start loading, and they're getting home at 2-3 the next day. Like,
because remember,
you need to charge more.
they're packing up in the dark.
Yeah.
And you know, venues are big.
Yeah.
So it's not like...
Well, do you know what I do at a lot of my venues? I will insist that my generator and lighting stay on as long as possible for pack down, so the boys aren't packing down in the dark. Because otherwise, the event finishes, as soon as the guests leave, bang, we're in the dark. And I'm like, that's not fair for everyone. We can't see.
No,
they put their head torches on and they're tripping over one another to try and pack up. You're right. Yeah, it's tough.
But for a massive team like that, and I think it's not even just increasing the fees. It's been like, we're going to send a team of X amount and they're on site for the entire day, so no one's arguing it. Like, I feel people think weddings are cheap, but they don't realise how much goes into it behind the scenes.
The manpower for us is enormous.
And look, you know, we definitely spend more money than we, you know, than most would on staff, because we want to make sure that we'd prefer you have like 20% more staff.
Honestly, it shows. Like they are so onto it. Like as soon as the ceremony finishes, you can see them out of the corner. Are we ready to move everything? Like they're so good.
I know, but I suppose lots of people don't get that. You get it.
Yeah.
You know, planners get it, but probably like brides, if they're looking at 2 quotes and it's like, well, that crossback looks like that crossback.
I will tell you that your travel and delivery fees are about 60% cheaper than one of the other major furniture companies.
Really?
So feel free to bump them up. But I'm not going to argue it, because I see, like the clients might be a little bit, but like, babes, you've got 8 people for 16 hours on the day.
Sometimes more,
And a truck, probably, remember that wedding I sent you? There was 6 trucks there.
Oh, there often is.
And I'm pretty sure my delivery fee that day was only $1.5 million, $150. I've got 6
and
trucks
that's just
and probably
gone up from $950.
12 people. How do you make money on that? Like, you should be charging more for your delivery fees and for your manpower.
And there's petrol.
And there's petrol.
And we feed
travel time,
food. We feed everyone.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Everyone's having 2 meals and thank you for saying that.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Yeah. We appreciate that.
I feel like a lot of brides and grooms have probably had a reality check from listening to these podcasts. They're like, oh, we've actually got no idea how much
I've learned
goes into it.
much.
Do you know what I'm going to put up? I'm going to put up here, because I sent you the video. As I was rolling into one of my weddings, how many trucks were out the front for that one particular wedding.
And also, we can have 5 in one day.
It was 150 guests, and I was like, Bali Event Hire, Bali. Like, how many trucks do they have?
Trucks do you actually have?
So I think we own 8 and then we lease a bunch during the season and then we use just a daily rental truck. Depending on how many weddings we've got. So it's a lot. Yeah, but it has to be. I mean,
because they all had your branding on the side.
Well, we have one truck that's in the office for all of our hire items. It never gets used. Feel free to hire it. It only gets used on our weddings.
Yeah.
But I just remember going into that wedding and I was like, whoa, like this is a massive army we have today.
Yeah, but it needs to be, because as you know, the car park can be half a kilometre from where they're unloading and then down the stairs and then reception somewhere else and then cocktail on the
sand. Do you
and
charge
then
hard access fees for like kayaks
we
and
do.
stuff?
We do double delivery for difficult access. Yeah, we do. There's a list of maybe 8 venues, 10 venues.
And that's fair considering the amount of stairs those boys have to trek up and down. Actually, I'm about to book you in for a wedding at Ulu Cliff House.
Oh, great.
And she wants a bunch of cocktail furniture downstairs. I was like, yeah, we can do it, but you're probably going to get charged double to triple because those boys have to go up and down 200 stairs with your furniture. Yeah. And she was like, oh, okay.
In the early days, we had a couple of planners who were not very kind. Remember booking ridiculous things we had no idea of the access and whatever.
No, we've learned a lot.
And the horrors that our poor boys, what they had to go through.
walking on sand.
And look, we'll do anything we can if we can, and if it's hard, we'll put on more people. But, you have to just be honest.
Yeah, but I think it's taken a long time. But now we know what's difficult, what's possible, how many people we need, and charge accordingly.
Yeah. Well, now you've probably seen like all of the venues and you've got access. I remember we did a light up letters job. So one of my other side businesses, and it must have been 2 years ago. And it was like, yeah, it's at Ayana. Great. We'll let you know when you get there. And of course, it was on the frickin' jetty downstairs, wasn't it? And there's no elevator. So literally my poor boys were walking down, I think it was like 340 stairs down in the heat of the day with these massive steel light up letters. And I just remember receiving a message at like 11:15 and from Ryan saying, we've moved one letter up to the truck. We're done. We're going to sleep here for the night. I'm like, I'm so sorry, boys. I will pay you triple. And he's like, but you didn't charge the client. I'm like, I don't care. Like, that's not okay that you've been sent up. I'm so sorry.
Not. I mean, we did a Sundays one really early on. I think it would have been called Sandara. What was it called?
No,
Sandara?
it wasn't called Sandara.
It was called Fins.
Oh, it was called Fins back then. And again,
the travelator wasn't working.
3 things in the travelator.
No, it wasn't working.
No.
We've done weddings down there where we weren't allowed to use the travelator and we had to take the
Maybe we
stairs.
weren't allowed to.
Yeah. It's for guest access only.
Yeah.
But yes, I think you're absolutely right. Is that we all say you're comparing this chair to this chair, but with us, you're getting
quality.
It's 12 years of experience and 12 years of training and
Well, it's just peace of mind and confidence knowing that from the beginning to the end,
You're going to be looked after.
absolutely, like from the very beginning to the very end, it's all going to be perfect.
Yeah.
So it's that as well. Yeah, and just the experience.
Well, it's also your understanding that, and I think this is the very big difference with a Western run company, is if anything goes wrong, you two are the first to be like, let me fix it. Like, nothing is too hard.
Yeah, you can't ignore it.
And we spoke about this on one of the previous episodes, like the day I was in hospital and I got to the wedding and I'm fussing over the flowers. And then I'm like, oh my God, my chair, like Britta's like, your chairs are the wrong colour. And it wasn't your fault or my fault. It was just miscommunication.
It just happened, yeah.
I booked the chairs. I didn't specify what colour. You didn't ask. The invoice came out. I didn't look at it properly. I paid the bill. I sent you a run sheet. You didn't look at the colour of the chairs. And so, in our heads, it was like, I booked this colour chair, but you thought I'd booked a different. None of us spoke to each other. But then when it was brought to my attention, I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, it was like, I didn't check the invoice. You're like, I didn't check the run sheet. And I'm like, it was no one's fault as such.
But how are we going to fix it?
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that. It was your team going, the warehouse is shut. Okay, Robbie's got a friend. Robbie's going to and I don't know how that got fixed that day, but it got fixed. And any other company would have been like, tough, we can't get there in time. And that's happened before. We've had issues where we've had wrong colour things show up and they're like, well, we can't get it to you in time, tough. But for you ladies,
can't do that.
exactly, but you
know.
understand that. And I think, again, that's a massive difference in you get what you pay for. Like,
It's
when you're
somebody's
booking with
wedding.
you.
And that's what we've always understood. This
Yeah.
is somebody's wedding.
yeah,
You know
they don't
what?
want- They don't need to worry.
That bride, this is like, I had to kick Elle's bum a bit. So we've got this rule. We don't tell couples when things have gone wrong.
Right.
Unless we have to, because we're going to fix it first.
Yeah, of course.
Al actually went to the bride and told her that the chairs were the wrong colour because he was in and out. And I think the bridesmaid had come out. And when I went into the room later to check in on her, she goes, oh, Al told me about the chairs. Don't worry. I love them. Don't worry about it. And I was like,
Oh,
no, babe. Like, no, that's not what you wanted. She's like, no, it's fine. Don't stress. It's going to be fine.
But we're sending the...
And she literally is like, because she was just one of those people that was so freaking lovely that she doesn't want me to stress about it. And I'm like, I know you might be happy right now. She's like, do not change them. And I was like, it's not what you wanted.
Yeah.
No, don't change them. I don't want you to stress. And I was like, and she's
already
like,
done.
before
on the way.
I'd left
They're on
the
the way.
room, she made me promise to her I wasn't going to fix the flowers or fix the chairs. And of course we fixed both.
But then she
Yeah.
was also like, Britta promised me that she's not going to change them. And I was like,
And no, I walked out and then they
done.
arrived in time and then I came back and I was like, your other chairs are out there.
done.
And she was like, she was so happy because she was just one of those people that didn't
is
want me to
really
stress about
sweet.
it.
Yeah, that was
It
She
was really
so
sweet.
kind.
Yeah, but she could see, like, she obviously knew that I was stressed about it because she knows what kind of person I am. But she's like, don't change the flowers. I was like, well, once it was done, I was like, I've already done it. And she was like, oh my God, I love it. And it did, honestly. It made such a world of difference. But I'm such an advocate for the brides get the wedding they want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
they get one wedding and they pay a fortune for it, for their day.
Which
So-
is why we always say, like, you have to trust your planner. Like,
hey, there we go.
no, we do.
No, we do, but for years. So we've had loads of direct bookings, way less now. I mean,
Yeah.
most people use event planners now.
Yeah.
But in those first 5 years, so many people booked, and I'd say, oh, have you got a plan? Yeah, they booked the furniture, which is great. You know, I'll take the booking, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
But have you got a planner? No, I'm just really organised, and my sister-in-law's
My
a
auntie's a
florist,
florist.
and my auntie.
Of course she is.
Okay.
And then it's like, okay, and then by the 3 months out, they're like, I'm going to introduce you to my wedding planner, and she'll take over from here. It's like,
There's always that panic of, oh, actually, this is a lot bigger. than I thought it was going to be. My favorite is like, hey, I've already planned most of my wedding. How much for you to coordinate? Great. What have you booked? My florist, my hair and makeup artist, photo, video, and my venue.
So
and
how
my
much
catering.
is it going to be for partial planning? It's like,
my
no, there's
God.
no partial planning
No.
fee.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
only the full planning fee
Yeah.
because
And then
we're
it's like,
still there's
have
still
you
so
done a
many
run
steps
sheet?
to do.
Have you done run sheet? Where's the sound going? Oh, we don't have sound book yet. Okay, great. Where are you getting the stuff from? Oh, can you help me with that? What about your lighting? Don't have that. Do you have a generator? No. So
Curfews.
you
no.
haven't
Yeah.
really planned your wedding. You just booked a couple of suppliers.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
going to be the same price.
Exactly the same
Yeah.
price. Yeah.
But they don't realize how much goes into it behind the scenes.
no.
And also it's in another country.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
goodness
It's not,
sake.
even if it's
And your team are
tiny.
great, but I'm 90% sure they don't speak much English at all. Like,
But
Oh, they're
in
having
good
English
news,
lessons, yeah.
so every year we sit down because they can basically have whatever they want.
Yeah.
Like we was like, do you want showers in the gudang? Do you want new fans in the, do you want music in the cars or do you want music in the gudang or whatever?
I'd
And
take the music.
no,
Yeah.
but Augusta's like no because they won't concentrate. And we're like okay, they can't
Augusta
have,
and me need to have words.
they can't have music in the gudang, but we offer all of this stuff. They don't want it. They don't want anything. But then in our last meeting, Augusta's like, what everyone would really like is English lessons.
Oh, I love that.
and we were
know.
like,
Yay.
oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
I think you
Why
asked
do
me
you
when we were
love
sending our
that?
team, didn't you?
Yeah, and we're like, why did we not do that 12 years ago?
Yeah, we got somebody in.
And so now they've done their first little 8 weeks. And then we're just going to do it. Like, we can't do it, obviously, because we're right in the middle of
Actually, that
peak
explains
season.
a lot because a couple of them have made a point to speak to me in English
Oh,
recently.
they're practicing.
Whereas
Great.
before it was like,
Never, yeah.
well, they would say hello, boss Koo, or
Yeah.
big boss. That's all I'd get in English, and then everything else.
Yeah.
Because I've been like, every time I speak to them, I also make a point to say like, what's the word for like move was my latest.
Yes.
Like pinda, we're going to move that later.
Yeah.
So I've been making an effort, but they've been making more of an effort to speak to me in English, which I'm
There
like,
we
this
go.
is
It's their
new.
lessons.
Yeah, that's
No,
great.
It's great. It was really cute, wasn't it?
They did ask to go to Singapore once.
Oh,
We suggested that might
We said,
be a
what
little
would
bit
they
out
like
of
to go to
budget.
Waterbomb Park? And Annie said, they said they'd like to go to Singapore for a holiday.
We said, so would we. But we're not going. So
How about Malaysia? Malaysia's fairly
Malaysia's
affordable.
fun.
we've got too many staff.
we've got too many people
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we did the best Christmas party last year, didn't we? We
At
basically-
Cesse Villas.
Yeah, we basically
cool.
did
Oh, I
a
love
giant
that.
kids party. Like it was a kids party for adults.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had magicians.
Water toys.
Why did we
had
not see any of that?
games.
I
Where's the
know.
social
need
media
a
on that? That's
content
Oh, we
creator.
had our bathers on. That's why you didn't see it.
You don't
yeah,
want
in
to
your
know.
teeny tiny little
Don't,
bodies.
no, you don't want to know what
No,
we
yeah.
had to do that day. It
Yeah.
was a lot. We had to do like
A lot of like throwing water bombs and like lots
like
and lots
passing
and lots of
things in
games.
between our legs and yeah.
Like the Indonesian games.
Oh, yeah,
they
all of
loved
that.
it. And
Yeah.
then yes, and then one of our most quiet little staff members
Who
suddenly
won't look you in the eye.
pulled out a microphone, and he's a singer.
Stop it.
And we're like, sorry, when did this happen?
And he was incredible too, wasn't
oh
he?
yeah,
Yeah, and he was rapping. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't even just singing. He was confidently rapping. But then once the microphone stopped, he went back to not looking at you and not speaking. It was
yeah,
Oh,
so
crazy.
cute.
Bless.
Yeah.
They've all got all these superpowers.
Yeah.
Like a Gil's a chef. You know, beautiful Gil.
Yeah.
He's a chef. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, we did know that because you've got his number and you were like, is he a chef? Because it's
Oh,
his
yes, his
photo.
profile picture
He's
is
got
him
his
as-
white.
Oh, yeah,
on.
he's got his white
Yeah,
costume.
and I got really confused when he messaged me.
Oh, because you thought the chef from who knows where.
Well, because he'd said like I'm on site or something, and I was like, is this?
Is he a
I
chef?
didn't know what it was. A singular chef.
He didn't specify
Did you
where
bring
he was
us
from.
food?
No,
Like,
that's his profile pic. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
That's
they've all
so
got. They're all
funny.
really interesting.
Yeah,
really
they are. You get, and then you get to know them when you do things like that, which are really fun. And yeah, we've had some
Yeah.
fun
And they
Christmas parties.
obviously take the piss out of us all of the time. Now.
Yeah.
So
See, I
yeah.
love that though, because you can have that friendly banter with your team, and that's what makes it such a fun. Like all your boys are so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's good.
Actually, one of my favorite bloopers from last year, and I've got it on video somewhere, is like, you know, during party time, we're all kind of wandering around. And at some point, I don't even know why, maybe it was like we had to move a cocktail table or they were moving cocktail tables. But like the team were doing like little dances on the side, and Amanda grabbed one of the boys, did a little twirl, and no, Robbie grabbed one of the boys, did a little twirl, and as they came out of the twirl, they accidentally elbowed Amanda in the stomach as she was walking past.
Oh.
And
Sorry, Amanda.
Oh no.
she was fine, but I just like absolutely lost it because I got it all on camera because I was filming them. She was fine, but I was filming them dancing, and then I've just got her like coming around the corner and just bent over like and they were so apologetic.
would've
I'm like,
been
it's
more-
fine,
they would've
she's
been
fine.
Mortified.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
they
were.
have fun. I mean, they work really hard, so hard, but yes, they have fun. There's a
Yeah.
lot of fun happening.
Yeah, so we did a big content shoot on when was it Monday?
oh my god.
That was the funniest thing ever. Like
Yeah,
it really,
they're
really
fedora
was.
hats. They're
Except I tell you who everyone was taking the piss out of, and that was me.
I was going to say you guys, yeah.
No, me.
Just you,
Not
why?
her, me.
Why?
Because I'm annoying.
I was going to say because there was a midget there.
She just. Did you just throw in a midget joke?
Yeah.
She's also a midget.
It wasn't me.
So we were doing this funny thing, weren't we? With the what's it called?
I feel like we need some background context of this midget joke.
Yeah, I know.
I know,
It's
'cause
not
it
going to
just-
land well. by the
No,
way.
I have to say.
We might need to cutting room floor on that one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bring out my.
I know.
my
Because
drink
it might not
last
be the wrong. It might be the wrong word.
And also,
I don't think.
It came to me on an invoice. I'm telling you.
Oh, did it?
No, you got
It
asked
did.
about
I
the
got an
dwarf.
Yeah, I
invoice.
did, but I didn't get an invoice. But I got an email
It
of someone who
specifically
booked a
said
bar.
4 times midgets on my invoice because we were
Right.
discussing it last episode about the entertainment we can get. And I booked 4 midgets once to be door people. And I was like, what's it going to say on the invoice? Like, what do we put on the run sheet? And when it came in, it said 4 times midget. So that's what I wrote on the run sheet.
Sarah said we didn't have them in the inventory at the moment.
No, I got an email with someone booking a bar
Yeah.
and cocktail furniture, and then she wrote, we just want to have dwarf serving drinks. Do you know anyone? And it's me.
And me.
My mate, yeah. Yeah, okay, it's a real thing. I didn't know.
It is a real thing. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have them as door people. I think Jess had them at an event as well. I can't remember what for. But yeah, there's rules. Like, they can only stand for a certain amount of time. But they're all lovely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a thing. And it comes on the
I
invoice.
didn't know. I read it and went,
Part-time job for you and I.
absolutely.
If furniture ever
But if
doesn't
she
work
doesn't
out.
work out, we know where to go.
Yeah.
What do you think like your biggest
Excuse me.
setbacks are, like running a business? Like for you, being a Western company, like we've spoken to photographers and all sorts of people, what do you find the hardest thing about running the business here? Is it like the traffic? Is it the late is okay? The close enough is good enough? Like what's been really difficult for you both?
It's changed over the years, hasn't it? I think, and we often talk about you, I have to say, because we're really so inspired by your processes, and because we grew so fast and we just didn't have time to have all of that,
In place.
really in place. And so after COVID, and due to me being super annoying, we did put all of these new processes in place, which have made life much easier. I think that was something that caused us a lot of pain.
Yeah, but I think we realised how much pain it was not having
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Before. And it was probably 2 years to get
Yeah.
it to a point where all of our inventory
Is on an
Is now-
automated software program.
What are you using? Bookable or something like that?
No, we're
Hypos.
Hypos. So we
Yeah.
went through like 4
we
different
signed up to
trials.
so many trials that
Yeah.
we couldn't get out of.
And for us, because we're like, it had to be so customized
Yeah.
for us. Because
There was nothing that had IDR, and they couldn't customize it to be IDR until we got to Hypos.
Well, it was the IDA was like the
Trial
easy
and
bit,
error.
really, but it was all the, that we have like our rentals like from the same day. Remember everything?
That's right.
It was all everything was really not set up for weddings at
Yeah.
all. And
No.
that took us a long time, but it means now that everything is on there. It all has a photo, like every, combination of every table with every cocktail table with every stool, is all on there.
Yeah.
And we can do all
the
of
backs of the chairs.
Yep.
Photos of the chairs, packing slips with photos also. So when we have casuals.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing because we're just like, what are we, how much are we spending?
You just kind of roll with it. And then as you get busy, you're like, oh, no, I need to do something about that. That's not a
and
good
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
you do. You roll with a really manual system and whiteboards, and
Yeah.
that's where mistakes happen.
Yes, and we
And
did
then-
want to identify how much we were spending on delivery, which, and that's something that is just we've been doing this season. So now we have packing slips and we have, it's this many trucks, our trucks, hired trucks.
Yeah.
And then there's like obviously a calculation for petrol depending on where it is, the number of staff, the food, all of that kind of stuff.
Full-time, casual,
Yeah,
daily.
So at the end of this season, we'll be able to then start looking at that and then identify
Yeah.
exactly what you've just said to us.
And
that
we'll
we're
never
not
have
charging enough.
a double booking either, because in real
can't double
time
book.
we can now see that it's not available.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have to
Great.
count things manually.
Oh, God.
yeah.
And we'd have like 6 or 7 weddings a day. Like
Yeah.
Annie nearly lost her mind.
Yeah, and then one thing breaks, no one reports it. That's not up to date. But now everything's completely reported. But every payment, everything's going into the software system.
Yeah.
It's made everyone's life. Yes, it was 2 years of torture.
Did
to
you
get
have
it
to
in there.
teach the team how to use
Yes,
all of that?
and again, we
Yeah.
nearly tipped Annie over the edge and
Everyone.
the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, because we were just like, we promise you that this is going to make your life so much easier. And we know
Yeah.
it's really hard and we're finding it hard too. But if we could all just stick together, and now it's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it's amazing. It's changed everything.
Yeah, that's
I
been
need
a
to
game
roll
changer.
that out. So we've obviously got a lot of hireables in our office through, light up letters, neon, champagne walls, like
Yeah.
all the random things. And Ryan, bless little Ryan, I found a program from very similar, like an inventory thing. And I basically said to him, this is the program. You need to figure out how to use it.
bookable?
Bookable. And he's been, like, he told me the other day, he's like, I know how to use it now. We can start putting everything in there because he's
Amazing.
been
Great.
self-teaching himself on YouTube how to use it.
Yeah.
And I want to strangle that kid sometimes, but he is so incredibly smart when he is pushed. So
Yeah.
we're going to be migrating over to that in the near future. I
Yeah,
just need to block out some
fantastic.
time.
it changes everything.
Well,
Yeah.
also it's like there's double bookings. We've had that in the past because we've got random things in the office that's like, I'm taking that to my wedding. No, did you book it through the boys? Well, no, I'm just going to take it. I'm like, you can't. If we have 2-3 weddings in a day, you need to be booking these things because maybe I needed that. And,
Yeah.
and there has been like, not arguments, but like, I'm taking that today, but I need it for my client. No, like, no.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were manual for so long and now we actually can't believe it.
I know.
that
We look
were.
back and we're like, how do we
What
even
are we
do
doing?
that? Yeah.
Just counting things.
Yeah, that's
Far
wild
And
that you were doing that for
whiteboards
so long.
with dates. And it's changed everything. It's great. Yeah. So that's been the best thing.
Yeah.
And then I guess the other thing is that, obviously we have competitors now. We didn't. We were the first to market.
Yeah.
So there was not
Oh, we were out there on
rental
our own. It was
company, and
lovely.
then, and now there's, lots and lots and lots. And sometimes we do kind of go, oh, gosh.
Another one.
And then we have to go, no, do you know what? We always stay in our own lane.
Yeah.
Like, how people get greedy over here and they're just like, they want to do everything.
Yeah.
We're always like, we're going to do.
Mine's out of necessity though.
You don't
It's like,
count. No.
we don't have that yet. I'm going to make it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But we're just like, we are going to stay in our lane. This is what we do. We're going to do it really well and have confidence
And
in
you
that.
do. You do it
that we've
very
got
well.
experience. Yeah, because people do say, what next? And why don't you have event planning as part of your... And it's like, we do furniture. We do
Because
it really well.
couldn't
We've been
plan
doing it for 12
because
years.
we couldn't plan an event.
We couldn't plan an event.
I mean, we probably could,
But we
it'd
don't
look
want
like a
to.
kids' party.
We just want to do what we're good at
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
enjoy it and it's enough. We don't need to do anything else. This is what we do here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good that you know that and you know your niche though, because we've seen, I mean, over the years, gosh, we've all seen people that started this and they're like, I'm going to plan events. And then they fail miserably because they think it's easy and they can't. We just discussed this on one of the other episodes. And I've just seen another industry that came over to do something completely different, now doing event planning. And I'm like, how did you go from that to that? Like completely different.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Yeah. Like how did you deal with the competitors when they first started popping up? Like you've had people copy you.
Yeah,
and I know
100%,
of one venue that literally copied all your furniture.
I know.
Like how do you
I've actually never heard Sarah raise her voice. Well, actually, I
Yeah,
have.
I'm pretty calm.
But,
Yeah.
the-
But I
I
wasn't.
was just like, oh no.
They had a venue hire all their furniture and then they copied it all.
They measured it all. Like our boys were there watching because, as you know, they're always there, and they were like, "Boss, they're measuring," and they actually
They
sent.
copied it and now
Yeah.
it's their in-house furniture.
So they asked for a loan to do a photo shoot, to do all of their website and to advertise their weddings. So we said, sure. So we sent everything out for free. And then, our staff
I
said,
didn't know it was free.
they had it was because they were like, we'll book all our weddings through you because then our marketing material is going to be full of your furniture with the weddings.
they made it.
And and they were measuring it on the day and just copied the exact. But I tell you what, now, so obviously they had it there on site and would have been storing it in a shed for all these years. No one was looking after it. And 5 years down the road, now they book through us again.
Because all the furniture's died because you need to maintain your furniture.
That's interesting that they're using you again because we don't do weddings there, but we've had to provide a couple of quotes over the years. They are charging in US dollars a lot more than what your furniture. And I thought that was because it was their in-house furniture. But when I was seeing prices of like,
Oh, they're marking our furniture up.
Well, their own furniture up.
well, I thought it was their own furniture, but if it's yours now, it's been marked up. So
Well,
it's in
they'd still have
USD.
some, but they'd have their base range, and I think they lost a lot through not servicing it.
Like, let's say a bench chair. I think what's a bench chair worth? 150K?
No,
300.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's a little bit less, but I'm pretty sure it's 25 USD plus.
How can they charge in USD?
I don't know.
Because they're a venue, so hotels
Oh, right, hotels
can
can
charge
yeah,
in
okay.
USD. But
Yeah.
I saw the price and I was like, why would I pay that when I'll just go get it from you
Yeah.
girls? Like,
Yeah,
ridiculous.
no, that was awful.
But we've just had to let it go with competitors as well. And this is the thing, we're just like, there's enough for everyone, and
Yeah, there really is.
we don't need to have all of the business on the island, and
You just got
everyone
to do
needs
it the best. Which you
Yeah.
do.
And it's almost like when somebody starts another furniture company and the furniture's completely different, not our style.
we're like, good,
Great, it's not us. We have loads and loads of Australian brides and we're like, that's not our market. So fine.
Yeah.
It's when someone does exactly the same that's like,
which
here
so
we
many
go
people,
again.
which so many people have. But
So many people have. But when they do something different, we're like, great, there's something for you here too,
great.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to roll
Now,
with
I
it.
feel like this is a topic of maintaining furniture. We've had a very long wet season, I feel.
Oh gosh. I know. Did you hear the rain this morning? I literally woke up and I was like, thank F we don't have a wedding day.
Yeah.
It was bucketing
We had
down
3
with rain.
Like, it
Yeah.
was quite relaxing. Like, I woke up and I was like, oh, this is nice.
It was nice
All
this
that-
afternoon though.
All I thought was it's
It's
not
rain,
wet
yeah.
season anymore. Like
It's not.
It's more challenging.
Like, it
for
has
sure.
gotten better the last couple of weeks, but like,
we're in August.
how do you maintain
Why?
your furniture when it rains? Like, does it
Yeah.
all
Does
just
it
get
ruin?
completely soggy and
No, it doesn't
Gross.
because we have covers for most of our furniture. Like,
Yeah.
you know, all the stuff that needs individual covers. That's another thing we did early on, didn't we?
Yeah,
How when
it's
it gets wet
covering.
at weddings though? Like we had a wedding that got rained on.
Yeah. Well, and this is why we have to have really high numbers for all of our chairs because, you know, if we do have to have 40 drying out, we've still got enough.
You know what? No one runs faster than the Green Army
Oh,
when it
yeah.
starts to rain and the ceremony cushions are already out.
Oh, absolutely.
You should get a slow-mo of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah. So also in our inventory system, we always have like 10 or 20 more of everything
Yeah.
than we'll ever book.
Yeah.
Because, you
Just in
don't-
case.
You don't
Because
know.
things happen. Yeah, the rain has been super frustrating. Yeah.
Yeah, but they've got a whole system. Like, they're amazing. We don't know what they do. But they
Yeah,
do
they
amazing
often
things.
They
Things,
run
furniture,
real
yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
And normally it's me and my team running behind them like, we'll help you get the pillows.
Yeah.
got
Because
a
in
handful
other
of
years,
pillows.
November until March, not much is happening.
Yeah.
1 or 2 a month, it's fine. But
Yeah.
it's been raining this whole year.
It's
I
so
mean,
crazy.
How do you do anything special during the off season? Because I want to have a little chit chat. I want to do deals with a few select suppliers that we do discounts through wet season so that people that are on maybe a bit of a bigger budget have an opportunity to have a very affordable wedding from November to March so that we all get the
smaller
business.
budget?
yeah.
We'll always say yes in wedding season.
In
wet
off season,
Yeah.
We're thinking
absolutely.
November, maybe not December so much because of Christmas and that's quite a busy season for other events. But like November, January, February, March, having special deals where we get a discounted code and we can team up with a few.
It's a great idea. Yeah. And then I
because
guess
we
if
all
you're
need
booking
more
your
work.
wedding, then you just need a marquee and you
Yeah.
know what you're getting. But we're always open to it. Yeah.
Yeah, because do you
it's
do
quiet.
anything? Do you do corporates or any other events, or is it
We've
mainly
just
weddings?
started doing.
Yeah, we've done a few corporates.
some
And in fact, there
corporates.
is a November 4-day corporate, which is great because nothing ever happens normally. So, and we'll do a great discount for that because most of it will be inside. I mean,
Is that
it'll
with
be-
Greg?
No, we have done a couple
I was going to say
of corporates with
Greg.
yeah.
Greg does so many corporates.
Yeah,
he's
we've done a
amazing.
few
And
with
he's so flexible as well. And a
He's
lot
been
of
great.
his clients are from the US, and so they're happy to not have like a corporate big feel. So
Yeah.
we can go, why don't you do all our teak tables, but then why don't we do these chairs and these chairs, and and they're just like, oh well, it's Bali, so that sounds great. So we're allowed to kind of be, send in our creative.
Yeah, we've really just done a few great ones with Greg this year, actually. But no, that's an inside one in November. And so I was like, great, you can have a very special November price because it's not even a wedding. They'll just sit there for the conference. So, yeah, we're always open to
Yeah, and a lot of families
Deals.
are here with their extended families, and like in December and January, and like they probably want to have like little events if they were if there was something that was
Yeah, which is why we don't have a minimum spend during the off season because we do get things like dinner parties at villas where there's 18 people. It's like, fine, sure.
Well,
yeah.
if you're not having a minimum spend, please put your pricing up so at least it covers the cost of your staff and the
people have got
trucks
annoyed
and
with our
things.
minimum spend, haven't they?
a handful got annoyed with the minimum spend.
You just need a generic, like we've discussed this so many times, like when people go into price things, like you've got no idea. Like even our wedding planning fee, I worked out the other day, before I even deploy a team out or before we do any planning, it costs me $1,300 per wedding.
Yeah.
Just in things that we're doing, like having a salesperson, having a wedding butler, having to pay 3 to 5 people to go out on the wedding day. We send security to all of our weddings after me and Britta were
you
quite,
do.
so we send security, all of our vendor meals, because not only do we feed our team, but we feed every supplier on site because it's just a personal preference. I want to make sure everyone's got food.
Yeah.
So there's so many expenses, like our cars, we have to, we fill an esky up full of cold drinks for the team for the
I know,
day.
it's a lot.
And
It's huge.
yeah, like the expenses are huge. So I'm like, don't whinge to me about my wedding planning fee. Like you're getting what you pay for, and like our systems are second to none. Like nobody does things the
No,
way
we know
do.
that because we
know
talk
that.
about it all the time. It's like,
So,
just
but you
Tristan.
But you just need to say like, hey, I know that a minimum spend doesn't seem that great, and just have like a generic answer
we
that you can
do.
copy
Like
and
no,
paste.
we do. We do.
There's
It's just we just want to make everyone
happy. Yeah, so you're the people pleaser.
But it
Well,
was
no,
really
I'm not a
nice.
no, I'm not.
No, but
I
you could
am.
be the event planners because look at you. Like you just
No.
want to make them happy. That's
I
my goal.
don't.
I just
I
want my
actually
client to
don't.
have everything
No,
to
she
say.
doesn't. I do.
I don't.
But
That's-
it's
I'm really bossy.
That's why you're on the email.
that's
I
why
don't
she
know.
can't do
I
with people.
don't. I do.
Yeah.
No, I don't do people.
She can't deal with the people.
What do you do? What's your like?
I do everything else, Tristan.
Okay.
And there's a lot of everything else. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm annoying. So I'm just like, let's do. Why don't we?
Yeah, she's the ideas girl. She's
push,
the
push, push.
creative.
Okay.
She's
Yeah.
ideas. She's
I
always
push
pushing
everyone
forward.
yeah,
in.
you're the brains.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
And
the
I've just got my
beauty of
headset
brains.
on with dealing with customer service.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the message, she never loses her cool, like ever.
No.
Like the stuff she has to deal with sometimes.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I need
No,
different
but she
coloured
never
chairs.
does. Never ever
No,
does.
I
She
don't.
just fixes it. And
I don't know.
You need that. You need that like calm in the storm
My
because
kids would have disagreed with all of this. by the
weddings
way.
are so chaotic.
They don't need to listen to this podcast though.
Exactly. They don't need to
Yeah,
know.
no, that's she absolutely loses her cool most of the time.
Yeah. And so at the moment, you obviously are not living in Bali anymore. Back in Australia, are you doing anything else? Or you Bali Event Hire is a full-time
Oh,
gig
no,
that you do
it's
from
full
home?
It's full time.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So once first 4 years we lived here with our families, and then once our kids got a bit bigger in school, got a bit serious, and we had spots at school on hold, and they all play sport and dance and do things, and they kind of wanted to go home. We were like, everything is running completely smoothly.
We got it to a place where it
Yeah.
was really happy.
That's
And
because you got a dream team.
Yeah, and we're just like, everyone's WhatsApping anyway,
Oh.
all day, every
Bane of my
day.
existence.
Except to me,
How do you
'cause
track
I
your
won't
WhatsApp
answer.
messages? Have
I
you got a
don't do
system?
it.
Okay,
I
cool.
mean, no one WhatsApps me.
I'm getting there. We almost have a system for that.
Oh, do you?
Well,
No, I
what's
just
everyone
don't
WhatsApps?
respond.
I'll tell you if it
Everyone
works.
WhatsApps, yeah.
I don't like
WhatsApps.
WhatsApps.
I hate it.
I like email.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Me too.
Look at it.
But it's the future. Everyone's texting, everyone's WhatsApping, but
Yeah,
there's
they
no way
do.
for us to track
I
it.
know.
So I'm trying to find a system right
Okay.
now to track it. If
You
I
should
find it,
create
I'll
a
let you know.
system.
Another one.
The problem is that because WhatsApp's now Meta, it needs to be verified by Meta. So we've tried a couple systems and we've actually been banned from Meta, and we've had to redo our Facebook, not for Bali brides, but for concierge. So
Oh,
I'm trialing it there first, so it's not a massive deal.
If it
Yeah.
doesn't work out. Yeah. No, so we went home and said, okay, let's see if everything will run as it has been while we were there. And it has. So the plan was always to just work on it full time from home.
Yeah.
And during the season, we come regularly.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we see a few times a year, which is lovely.
Yeah.
We usually do 4 or 5, and then we work
During
in
the
my
season.
upstairs lounge room.
And
I
I
feel
love
like we've caught up more recently.
And I love
like
that you
this
come
year,
and visit all
more
the
times.
planners. Like I
Always.
But you're our
Until our
clients.
Yeah.
until our anniversary party that we threw in November, I had never met the owners of any other furniture company here.
Oh, really?
And I've been in business 11 years. And then I was like, oh, that's who you are. Like,
No
nice to see your
way.
face.
That's crazy.
Even a lot of the owners of all of the companies here, actually, I haven't met. Because I deal with them sometimes on email,
We've
but
been
I've never
doing
met
that
them in
from
person.
day
From
dot.
day one.
And you get what you pay for. I get beautiful service.
Yeah.
But also, I think you only find things out when you meet with people in person, particularly with, I mean, we have a lot of clients who are Indonesian decorators,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't say anything. Like, they wouldn't ask us anything or say anything about anything. And suddenly you sit down and have a coffee and you're like,
Well, now
Okay.
they're more comfortable
No,
to have
no,
that
they are.
conversation.
And then
with
they're
you.
like,
What they
you know,
need and-
well,
yeah,
maybe you could do
okay.
this or whatever. You know, like
Yeah.
it's really
Advice,
important to get in front of
feedback.
people.
Yeah, it's a people industry.
Yeah.
And remember we had our industry party.
Yeah,
That
right.
was hilarious because we were just like, why don't any of the planners in it? Why don't people talk to each other here?
We do, but
Yes.
I said to Britta, like, it's a very rare thing to have the relationship that I have with all the other wedding planners. Like,
Yes.
I've got a good relationship with all the other wedding planners, but the other wedding planners don't have a good relationship with each other, which is really bizarre to me. I'm like, why not? Like, why don't we all just be friends?
Because we had a big party, didn't we?
And no one could believe it.
And everyone came. Where
Yeah.
were you? Were you there?
When was that? No, I don't think I
10
was.
years, 10 years ago.
No, I would have just been starting then.
Right.
And like so many people came and everyone was like, oh my God, I was so happy to meet so-and-so and now we can work together. And,
Yeah.
you know, because we
Yeah.
can all help each other. Like
People
we
were saying, oh, is that Made? I've been WhatsApping for 5
they never
years.
met.
Never met. Like, it
Yeah.
was like,
Well,
have you
even
ever got
during
together?
COVID, I met Annie from Evermotion, and I've always
Yeah.
dealt with her on email, but she started coming out to the weddings during COVID. I was like, oh my God, face the name.
That's you, yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to.
Oh, do you remember that was like raining so badly?
Yeah,
and
it
we were
was.
having the party outside our showroom and like down the driveway and
Yeah.
whatever. We had all our new furniture and all this kind of stuff. And then we were just like, okay, we need a rain stopper. So we got our rain stopper and then we're just like, we need a more expensive rain stopper. because
The rain stopper
we were
is
like, the rain's
magic.
not stopping. So then we had the,
It was Narelle. Narelle's like, this is the most
yeah,
expensive
and I was
one.
like, get ours. And we're like, okay, we've already have one, but we'll get yours as well.
Yeah.
And those 2 rain stoppers, we literally had like a river running down the road.
Driveway,
You couldn't have had more rain if you tried. But we all had a lovely time.
Yeah, it was
didn't we?
fun. It was
Everything
really
got
fun.
wet.
Yeah.
And
You needed our rain stopper, obviously.
okay,
With
well,
magic.
we'll get 3 next time.
Battle of the rain stoppers. Was it a day that the island was covered in clouds?
Oh, we don't remember.
Don't know.
If the
I
island's
just did
covered in
like the
clouds,
rain.
you can't do jack. You can probably delay it for
Probably.
you can put it off for 10, 20 minutes at a time. But if the island's covered in clouds, they don't have anywhere to move them to.
Okay. Well, this was non-stop.
Yeah.
I came to your showroom opening though. Your new one when you opened in Brower. I came to that.
No, you did come to that one.
We haven't had a party for a
That
while.
wasn't as big though. There weren't. And
No,
that's why we
Wasn't
came
everybody
from it.
there? Yeah, and I think that was the really surprising thing when we started and we'd go around and visit people and show them our catalogue. No one had a catalogue.
Oh,
then.
our
It was all
catalogue.
printed
And
out.
lookbook,
But people would say,
darling,
lookbook.
Yeah.
Who do you work with? Who are you happy to work with?
We're like, what
and
do you
we're
mean?
What do you mean? Because what did you mean? And there are lots of people who say, I don't work with that person. I don't work with that florist. And we're like,
We'll work with anyone.
Anyone, yeah,
it's
we're
the
the same.
strangest thing ever.
Unless you get blacklisted, which is very hard to do.
Unless
from
you're
us.
not kind. That's
Unless
an
you're not kind and you're not accountable is my new thing as
Yeah.
well. If you mess up, like say sorry and fix it. Don't just laugh at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely agree.
Yeah, no, everybody. We just said yes to everybody. And why wouldn't you work with everybody? Yeah. A few people didn't pay us in the first few years that we had to let go. You know, like a lot of those wedding planners who went bankrupt and
So many. We've been
Took
talking
people's
about
money
this.
and-
There's so many new ones that are popping up that I'm like, I know that person. I
we
don't
were
know
like-
how they're going to
Because they
survive.
break away and then
Well, also, like, we're planning weddings a year ahead, so you get a little bit of money now, but the rest of
Correct.
our money doesn't come in. Like, you need to be able to survive for at least 18 months of running your company without making an income to survive.
we
yeah.
do. Yeah, that it actually is the most challenging thing now. I
Do you
think about.
remember
It's
there was a
our
lady on a
it's our
current
cash flow
affair?
in wet season.
One of
Yeah.
the wedding planners, and she was on a current affair.
Yes, I
And
remember
she'd
Bali
taken
Weddings
everybody's
International, wasn't it?
Money
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
That was
but
when I was starting.
But again, we were starting then, and so we were really trusting, and she'd just pay a tiny deposit and say, I'll fix you up next week and tomorrow. And then we actually went to her wedding to try and collect the money. She was setting up the wedding. Do you remember that?
Why did we do that?
Because she was on a current affair.
Oh no!
yeah.
and we went there and we were standing there and she's, and
Oh,
we're
she
like,
was up the ladder, wasn't she?
she was
That's
a bit
right.
drunk. I don't
She
know.
was
It
drunk.
wasn't- oh my gosh.
That's right.
was
We
a
were
bit
like, oh my god, that's right. They were painting the dance floor.
They were playing the dance floor. It
and
smelled
the
like-
ceremony was like an hour away. And we're like, there are ladders everywhere. The paint is wet, and she's drunk.
Did you listen to our last podcast
Yes.
episode about the dance floor? I just looked at Britta. Yeah. And then I remember, so post-COVID, I think I actually approached you ladies for a discount. I think you gave it to us. We had a client who was planning with another wedding planner, went belly up during COVID or just disappeared. She had got mostly refunded from suppliers, not refunds in full, but partial refunds. Told the client she didn't get refunded. Blocked her, ghosted her. So then I was picking up the pieces, the wedding, contacting people. And I was like, babe, just like they refunded your old wedding planner. I've got proof of receipt. And so I was like, and she was hysterical. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, this is not the industry. So I planned her wedding for free. Literally said to her, I will only charge you what it cost me to send my team out on the day.
Yeah.
That's it. And then I approached, like, I pulled every string I had. Obviously, my Bali celebrant. I was like, we're going to do this girl a freebie. And they were like, okay, Tristan. And then I approached all the suppliers. I was like, can you give me a discount, something? Because, yeah, this planner just like disappeared with all her money. She'd paid in full.
It's awful. And it just
was
gives the industry an
horrible.
awful name and it just feels yucky. And
Yeah, just be decent and kind
Yeah.
and accountable.
Yeah. And I guess that's like probably my main thing as well. Like, how did you survive COVID? A lot of companies didn't make it.
Look,
You've still got your same team, obviously, minus the beautiful
Yeah.
Mega. But like, how did you get through that? What were your staff doing?
well, we
How
were
did
out
you-
of pocket is the answer to that
Yeah, of
question.
course.
So, because obviously we have, the showroom and the two warehouse, like that is
Yeah.
expensive.
yeah, sadly the rent got reduced, but certainly didn't stop. It was reduced.
No,
for,
and then we've got all of our staff, and
Yeah.
so we obviously went straight to. We paid
No,
them for a
because-
bit. We paid them full time,
Yeah.
their full wage, and then we went to 75%, and then we went to 50, and I think we stayed on 25.
we stayed
didn't
on
we?
25
for
in
the
end.
3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and honoured credits all the way through. In fact, until almost only 6 months ago.
I was going to say, have you broken even yet? Because we only broke even post-COVID like 6 months ago.
Do you know what? Yeah.
We had to personally put in money.
Well, that's what I mean. Have you gotten that money back? I still
No.
haven't got all my money I put into the company during COVID.
No, we haven't.
No, probably close. Towards the end of last year, we were like, that was a great year and it's all now been worth it,
Yeah.
putting that extra
Yeah.
money in for
Yeah.
sure. So maybe at the end of this year, hopefully. Yeah. But it was worth it because it just went on and on. It's like, how long do we just keep paying for
Yeah.
this?
And also, were you like, if I get rid of these staff members, their family, what are
We
they going to
couldn't.
do?
We couldn't.
Oh, no, we couldn't.
No,
That-
that
yeah.
wasn't even
Yeah.
an. We didn't.
That
even,
was me as well. Like,
didn't
I
even
just
think
couldn't
about
fathom
it.
it.
It wasn't about the business coming back. It wasn't about that. It was like that might never come back. We don't know what's going to happen, but we have to keep paying
They're
people.
like family. Like
Yeah.
they really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really are. And I
Yeah.
think also that, they were so grateful for that. That has built like goodwill that
Yeah, that you
will
will look
last
after
a
them through.
lifetime.
Oh,
thick
we
and
could
thin.
tell that first trip back after COVID,
Yeah.
we could tell how much it meant. It was,
we were
Yeah.
royalty coming back, weren't we?
we were like,
But you know
Yeah.
what? Like, this is probably a really sad thing to talk about, but you must have kept that family going because the day of Mega's funeral, I live not far from the showroom, just around the corner from here. And I think I messaged you because I came around the corner and the Bali Event Hire truck was going out and it was full of the Green Army. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder where they're going. And I think that's when I found out that it was Mega's funeral. And I was like,
Makes me really emotional.
the fact that they were all together like that, like shows what a family you have built inside there.
Yeah.
Makes me, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel really sad.
know.
Yeah, Annie didn't speak for like 3 months.
Oh God.
Poor
I mean,
Annie's-
she did her work, but she
You
wouldn't
remember
actually.
Mega? He was like the heart and soul
Oh.
of the team when he came out.
Yeah, and Annie and Mega were like brother and sister. So they were running it. She was the girl boss and he was the boy boss, and they were running it
And they
together.
used to argue nonstop. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That was, yeah. Oh, that was awful and the worst. And
And
'cause
you
we
were stuck in
And
Australia.
we weren't here.
yeah.
And things just happen quickly here.
Yeah.
Very.
Like one
You're in
minute it's
hospital
like,
and
he's
then-
got COVID.
and then you're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, awful. But his wife works for us full time in the laundry, which is
Yeah.
really nice. Yeah, he's
It's
got
nice
three
that you're
kids
still
and-
keeping the family together and
Yeah.
supporting them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. She's wonderful. Like so wonderful.
Yeah.
she's gorgeous.
Yeah, that was awful. COVID. It was just we didn't know if it was going to come back, and it wasn't about the weddings and the business. It was about we employ all these people. We can't just walk away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but Bali will always be like
Home.
and-
Like your
but
home
like
base.
it bounces back.
It does, but also because sometimes we think, oh gosh,
Resilient.
with the it's raining a lot. People are going to not want to get married in Bali, but it's so unique and so incredible. Like
Yeah.
like in terms of destination wedding, locations.
There's so
like,
many options for everyone. Like you've got jungles, you've got waterfalls, you've got beaches, you've got cliff tops, you've got
Yeah.
like beautiful gardens. Like there's honestly something for everyone here.
there is.
I mean, did you see McDonald's does wedding catering now?
Are you joking?
No, I'm not
where
joking.
is? I didn't even know there wasn't one.
I've been double daring Steph to send it to ones that send us really unrealistic budgets. Like, I want to get married on a cliff top and I've got
suddenly-
150 people and it's a $10,000 budget. And she's like, Tristan, are they joking? And I'm like, I dare you to send them the Macca's link. It's like 3.5 million for 100 cheeseburgers and I think 100 packets of nuggets or something.
It's not bad, but I don't know how they keep them hot.
That's
Yeah.
a really good point, actually.
It's McDonald's. It's full of preservatives. It doesn't need to be kept hot. It'll be fine.
Are they sitting at a table like, when they're
I don't
eating
think
there?
so.
No.
You know, like, so
standing.
everything's doable.
Well, no, it is. It's one of the only places in the world where almost anything's actually possible. Like, really, it is.
You know
I
what?
mean,
I've been having an argument with my son's birthday party venue for tomorrow because, and I'm literally like putting in ChatGPT, like, help me win this argument. She's like, it's not possible. I'm like, it is possible, babe. Like, so to begin with, I obviously work in events. The venue, like, we include decorations and this, and I was like, don't want to use your decorations. I want to bring my own. I've got an events company.
Yeah.
You have to use ours.
No, you don't.
Okay, can I send you all the designs then? And then you can print them. Yes, that's fine. It's like, okay, great. I'm bringing in a pinata. That's going to be a corkage fee. I was like, can you do custom made pinatas? No. Okay, well, I'm bringing in a pinata. Corkage fee. I was like, no, I'm not paying a corkage fee. And like, so it's been a lot of pushback. And then we've got more adults than kids coming tomorrow.
yeah.
So there's 25 adults and we're going to the white party afterwards. So I'm like, I'll bring a couple of bottles of gin for the team because the team's coming as well with their kids, a couple of bottles of wine. And then the venue messaged me today, oh, you can't bring gin, you're allowed to bring wine. And I was like, why not? Why? Oh, because we only have wine and beer. I said, okay, great, but I've just found out I'm allergic to yeast, so I can't drink wine. Like, I'd like to have gin. We can provide you rum. And I was like, well, you can provide me gin then. No, we can't do that. And I'm like, yes, you can.
This is hilarious.
It's like the biggest like argument, and they're like, it's not possible. I'm like, of course it's freaking possible. And I was like, I don't know if it's a licensing issue, but if it's licensing, you wouldn't be allowed to serve rum, so you can do gin.
They're both alcohol.
Well, one of our taglines is, in Bali, if the answer is no, then you're asking the wrong question.
Or you're asking the wrong person.
or you've
Yeah.
asked it, or you've asked it the wrong way.
Or you've asked it the wrong way. Because,
another way to
and
ask
that's
it.
the beauty of Bali. Like,
Yeah.
really anything is possible.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can see that also now
Yeah.
with how weddings look now. Like they're
Yeah.
insane, aren't
Like
they?
anything's possible.
What do you think the trends are going to be over the next couple of years? Like, is there anything new that you've got in the works, or you think just the classics are not going to go out of time?
No, look, we always do new little interesting
Yeah.
things, but we're always staying in it's always going to be blonde or white or
Classic.
it's always it's
I
always going
love
to be
the
in that.
blonde pieces.
I love
those new dining tables.
They're-
Oh, they're
I
gorgeous.
love
But can I tell
them.
you how long it took
to get to blonde?
to get to that blonde? Because
And
we
they're
all have blonde
heavy.
hair. You know when you go to the hairdresser and then you have your hair done, you're like, that's not
Yeah.
blonde, that's
Yeah.
ash or that's yellow.
Have you seen people
strawberry
trying to
blonde.
perfect whitewash? Like, they're all different colours.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
our team do. We have to do it in-house now because they know how fussy we are. But it took us a long time to
Yeah.
get that perfect
To get the right blonde. Yeah, it really did.
I
yeah.
love those chairs, and I think they're the ones I just got in the wrong colour. The white ones with the
como. The
Oh my
como.
gosh, I
I
love
love
the
the
como.
como.
So
So
they're-
When you
Photos
said the
here.
bride was happy with the other ones,
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, I'm not surprised because they're both equally as
They
beautiful.
are.
Yeah.
But when you saw the decoration, I don't know if I sent you the after photo, but
No.
when we got the new chairs, and it was like, mwah.
Okay, it was-
Like
they were
it was
perfect.
then
Was
like, it
the
looks
white
nice.
the right one?
was white right or white wrong? I can't
White
remember
was
now.
right.
Yeah.
So the
Okay.
natural ones arrived.
So that big
The blondies came.
that big
Yeah.
wedding we did for what was her name? Brittany.
Brittany Hockley,
You know,
yeah.
the Brittany Hockley and
Oh yes.
so she had those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
looked
yeah.
epic.
Yep.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're really popular this year.
I'm just trying to see like if I can find a photo of what the before and after look
yeah, I
like.
didn't see that wedding. So you fixed the flowers as well. So
Yeah, so it was bad because I'd been in hospital that morning because I'd obviously had the whole thing and I like fought the hospital to get out. They're like, we're checking you. I was like, I'm going to this wedding. And then I got there late. So I had two of my boys there and the boys are fantastic. Everything's in place. Everything's arrived, but they obviously haven't checked the colours or the quantity. So
Yeah.
I've watched it. I'm like, oh my God, the flower's the wrong colour. So I'm internally having this freak out and Britta's standing next to me. And then she goes, Tristan, aren't the chairs the wrong colour? And I'm like,
Oh no.
and by now, because I've showed up late, it's like 2:00 or something. I was like, oh my God, I can't deal with this right now. But it's fine, got fixed.
Yeah, you fixed it. Everything's
Yeah.
possible.
it is most things are fixable.
Yeah. So what are your favourite pieces in the collection?
You've got your favourites.
Yeah,
haven't you?
the
She's-
original Bentwoods.
She's all classic. So you can talk for yourself actually. You're grown up.
She said the Bentwoods.
Off you go.
Big girl.
No, yeah.
No, I did say Bentwoods, but the Como,
Yeah.
we knew they were going to be great and they have been great and I love those. I mean, just white and blonde and that whole Nordic look, I love
Yeah.
that also.
Yeah. And so we've got that obviously in the stools and stuff. So we're looking at doing like a little extension of that range because we like to offer,
Yeah.
when we have
Matching pieces.
our Cape Town, we have
Yeah.
the stools and the chairs and the cocktail
Bar
set
and the
and
DJ
I love it
booth
when
and-
everything matches.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
so she does too. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
I
like.
like
I don't like anything matching at all.
Oh, my OCD wouldn't allow it not
Yeah.
to match.
I like
Oh.
It has to be perfect, but I like putting things that aren't meant to go together.
Yeah.
So when
You're
I
more
had,
stylisty.
well, I
with the-
don't
like that
know.
vision.
I like, as Sarah would say, my wardrobe's like a pinata has exploded. It's just like crap everywhere.
She never thinks about
Well,
what might
actually,
go
to
with
be
what.
fair, I just had a wedding on the 7th of August and you gave me an idea of putting one of your cocktail tables and then having 3 separate chairs and you sent me a photo of it and I was like,
Yeah.
I love it. Yes, let's have that
Yeah.
instead of a piece that I don't think I could
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
And that whole day, that whole wedding was so beautiful. Like I had a lot of your cocktail furniture pieces and
Well, this is why if you
that,
stick with
Helena?
classic,
yeah,
You
Helena.
can put
and those
everything
colours,
with everything. Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
everything
Photos.
will mix
Yeah.
and match.
See, I love all the whitewash
Yeah.
stuff, but I put it with like the black modern stuff.
Yeah.
So you've got like
Beautiful.
all the texture and the hand carving and all that kind of, it's
Balinese.
beautiful and Balinese, but then
Yeah.
you're putting like a modern,
Yeah.
that's the kind of thing that I would
Yeah.
Yeah. And
like
is
and do.
there any tips that you would give to couples who are picking out their furniture?
Yeah, just be you.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Everyone knows who they are.
Mm-hmm.
They know what they like. They know what their fiance likes. If you look around your house, look at how you dress, you know what your style is.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to get really overwhelmed, because there's so much to look at and so
Yeah.
much inspiration. And try not to go down a rabbit warren. Just stick with
Be classic, not cool, because
Yeah.
classic, not cool, Sarah.
that's my next
It's our tagline.
Yeah.
No.
Because you can be cool with your napkins or something that's not as obvious down the road with your photos. Be classic.
Yeah, 'cause this is your. I say it's like it forms part of the tapestry of your life, right?
Yeah.
And it goes on through your generations. You
Yeah.
don't want to, unless you want a crazy wedding, but generally you want a classic wedding.
Yeah.
That's gonna just look
That's
beautiful.
going to age well.
Yeah, so that's what we.
Yeah,
always
that
say.
would be our advice, I think, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
And then a question that we get asked all the time, and I don't know if this is a thing on your website, but maybe you could make it. Do you have any sort of guidelines on your website of if you have a wedding of 50 people, this is how many pieces of cocktail furniture we recommend?
That is so funny you just said that, because we were talking about that the other day. The ratio.
Yes.
And again, look, there is your classic ratio, but it really doesn't apply, because with everybody, they'll be like, no, but I don't want anyone sitting down, and I don't want
people
stools.
say that.
And, so everyone has generally a pretty
Yeah.
clear idea. We always say, obviously, you need a really good mix of high, low, and lounge, because that gives you an opportunity to make it look beautiful, but it's practical and, all of that kind of stuff. But people do have quite specific ideas, don't
Yeah,
they?
But
because
some
I would
people
say,
have
yeah.
no idea as well. Like we get ones, like I had a wedding the other day and she literally had one couch. That was it. And she was planning with a planner that we've let go now. And when I spoke to her, she's like, oh, she said it's going to be okay. I was like, babe, you got 80 people. You need at least like,
it's usually
you need 5 or 6 cocktail
30%
tables.
is like, well, that's
Yeah.
what it's
30% bums on seats for cocktail.
Yeah.
Or more. I mean, and people do skimp on cocktails sometimes, but it's super important.
Where are they going to put their drink down?
Nobody-
exactly.
I mean, and then there's people who say, oh, there's no old people coming and we're all young. I don't want anyone sitting down. You still have to put your drink somewhere.
Yeah.
Everyone
Your
needs
feet
a
are gonna
dance
get sore.
break.
All the girls in heels that are off like.
Yeah.
Not everyone
Yeah.
can handle their high heels.
And the
everyone
heat.
needs to have a rest. There's kids. There's
That-
someone's
like a
mother-in-law.
Well,
Lauren.
everyone wants to have a sit. And I know the cocktail hour's not long, but even like, in the heat and they've already been standing for arrival, then they've gone to
Yeah.
ceremony and maybe they're just tired and they
And
want to
I
have a
will
break.
note, sometimes when the groom is planning the wedding, they don't think about that, and I have to tell them. I'm like,
Do grooms
no,
plan
like
weddings?
women.
I was just thinking that.
Sometimes
Maybe like
they do.
for a year we deal
Really?
only with the
Yeah.
groom.
And they're like, oh no, we only need this many pieces, but no chairs. I'm like, no, you need chairs.
You need
like,
chairs.
think about the
No,
ladies that are
you
going to be
do.
wearing
But
heels.
also that becomes like the second half of the night from a styling perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
doesn't
we
it?
move that all
we
into
move
the
it all
reception.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then you put your little flowers down and whatever.
Yeah.
And we get photos all the time. It's all like everyone's having fun sitting
Yeah.
on the cocktail
Yeah.
furniture.
No, it doesn't
it's
matter
a,
how
it's a
young
break
your
from the
crowd
dance
is.
floor as well. Like they've got somewhere
Yeah.
to sit that's not the dinner table.
Yeah.
Everybody could be in their 20s. Guess what? They still want to rest.
Oh, yeah,
it's
I
hot.
do.
It's Bali. I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
we all do.
We're literally going to the white party tomorrow, and I said to Britta, so we got freebie tickets. Thank you, DJ Arshad, DJ Huggy
Oh,
Bear,
nice.
DJ
Huggy
Huggy
Bear.
Bear.
Who's Huggy Bear?
Have you
DJ
met DJ
Arshad.
Arshad?
You know
You and
Arshad.
Arshad,
Have you
He
ever
was at my
given him a
last
hug?
party. No.
You need a hug from Asha.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
He didn't hug us.
Next time,
I'm actually offended.
honestly,
Just
he gives the
saying.
need a
world's
hug.
best hugs. I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
We we spent
really?
5 minutes talking
Well, did
on
he
our
not hug
podcast
us?
about it.
He didn't
So
hug
we've
us?
nicknamed him DJ Huggy Bear.
Oh, that's cute.
I don't
He
know.
gives-
it's like
mwah. He just fixes me.
yeah. So
Just
It's nice.
yeah.
oh.
You need a hug. So we got free tickets from him for the white party tomorrow. And then I just said to Britta, I've done a thing. I've booked a day bed. And she's like, why? How much did that cost? And I was like,
Because you need to lie down.
well, not because we need to
Sit
lie
down.
down, but that event goes from like 7 till 4 a.m. We won't last till 4 a.m. We're old.
We're older.
we might last till 2.
Maybe, yeah.
We might last till 2. But
Britta's
there's,
staying till
there's
4,
literally nowhere
actually.
to sit otherwise. There's nowhere to sit. There's nowhere to put my drink down. We're
Yeah,
just going to
you
be down.
have
I was like,
to.
I need somewhere to sit.
You do.
And I think a lot of people don't think about that for a wedding. Like you want to sit down.
So
Cocktail
many.
furniture is actually probably our biggest category, I have
Yeah.
to say.
It is, and it can be overlooked.
That's the thing we quote most expensive actually normally. And what would be your top tips for couples planning a wedding in Bali when it comes to picking out a venue, furniture, and all the styling aspects? Like, do you have any top tips that you're like, this is my go-to thing to tell people?
get a planner,
Okay, good.
but find
Always.
one that fits you. You know,
Yes.
not everyone's right for everyone, and
Correct.
that's absolutely fine.
Great.
And that's where it comes down to it. We always say, it's okay
your
to
heart.
be you. Do you know what I mean? And if you don't connect with someone, that's fine. Find someone else.
Yeah.
There's
You know?
someone for everyone.
There's
Yeah.
someone for
That's
everyone.
literally what we're saying on one of our
It's our next
upcoming-
episode.
upcoming podcasts.
There is.
Yeah.
There's someone for everyone.
You're allowed to fire your planner.
If you're not getting along, get rid of them.
Yeah.
Go mass it. Get someone you love.
Yeah,
I think people
because
do.
you have a relationship for a while,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know,
You need to trust that
Like
person.
I've got a
Yeah.
client coming in now. She's flying in, and her wedding's next week. And I've been planning her wedding for 2 years. I'm like, oh my god, you're on your way, and I've never met her in real life.
We're so excited.
so
for our
excited.
wedding.
that's cute.
Yeah, you need to get along. It's a long process.
It is.
Yeah, no, don't do it alone. I mean, loads of people try, and then, as I said, in the
Yeah.
end, they'll always find a planner. You can't do it by yourself. Even if you've got 20 people, you can't have your hair and makeup done and then be letting vendors through the gate or.
But half
doesn't
these vendors don't
work.
speak English also. Like your boys are learning, but our lighting company speaks zero English. How are you going to navigate like, I want the lighting there? If you
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
Yeah.
And you get what you pay for.
Yes, 1,000%.
And no one here is trying to.
Rip anybody
No,
off.
they're not. And
Aren't you? I am.
She might be.
No,
I'm
joking.
not. Yeah.
I'm joking.
You do
value
you get
for
what
money.
you pay for.
Yeah, you get-
absolutely.
yeah. What else have you got?
Don't skip on cocktail furniture. We just covered that, but
Yeah.
really don't. And there are ways to budget, to move.
Oh, to save money, there is
yeah,
definitely.
to save money. And the benches are a great way of saving money because they'll fit 4 people. You can move them from ceremony to dinner to cocktail hour.
And to left bank sets.
To left bank
which
sets for
again, I
cocktail
reckon that
hour.
was our first cocktail set.
Yeah.
A humble left bank.
I love that when you're doing a cocktail style wedding, using the left bank the benches
Yeah.
for chairs. Because
Yeah.
You can just move them
Yeah, it
around.
goes there to there to
Yeah.
there. Absolutely.
Yeah. So there are ways to have it beautiful and on a budget.
And also be honest with yourself, like within your family and your budget, like what's really important.
Yeah.
Because you want to have money for your honeymoon and for the rest of your life, and you know.
Yeah.
And so if flowers are massively important, then
Go for it.
do that.
Go.
Food and beverage, if that's your thing, for
I mean,
sure.
have you seen how stunning these are? But these
Yeah.
wouldn't be cheap at your wedding.
Gorgeous.
Stand up.
No.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Yeah, he's very clever.
Yeah.
And the other thing
He
we
did my
would
party.
say,
That was mental, wasn't it?
yeah, that was cheap. Yeah.
I didn't even get a discount. but anyway.
Wasn't invited.
Need another party. You need to invite us next time.
She's having. I'm next.
My
Actually,
husband-
I actually had a wedding that day. It's
I'm
fine.
next.
No. My husband's like,
Yeah.
yeah, anyway.
No, I was going to say one more thing about the furniture, and that is, and lots of people don't know, but we offer a 50% discount for second day rental.
I know that.
Oh,
yes.
do you know that?
Yes, because we
Yeah.
love recoveries. Because
We love that. So
we
it's
think
so
they're the best.
Because that's the other thing.
Even
People-
welcome dinners. Get all the furniture for the welcome dinner and use
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're not stressed. You can talk about everything. You can, you can use your flowers.
That's a great tip. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, people are inviting people back to the venue with nowhere to sit.
Yeah.
And no umbrella and no shade, nowhere to put your drink. So keep the cocktail furniture, pay a half rate, get rid of everything else. And
And then wheel in some personality pieces.
Yeah.
Like, umbrellas, coconut cart,
Some pillows, something.
It's so easy just to do the, your hand stamp
Yeah.
cocktails, the, coconuts and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, do something fun the next day. Keep it, it's cheaper. And you can't have all those people come back and then have nothing. So
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
And always book with us. And
Always book with you,
Don't use
girls.
the others.
Yeah.
And just come to us.
Don't
trust
ask us
us.
for midgets and things.
Cut that out.
that out.
Because I don't think they're called midgets.
We've said midget so many times
It
today.
has literally been almost the word
I
of the
need
day.
to know.
It was also
I
in our
think-
last
yeah.
episode, which is
we
going to
need
be
to check if this is politically incorrect or not before this goes anywhere, because there's a name for everything now.
Like Google
there
it?
is.
You need to check that.
I'm gonna Google
because
it.
if it's wrong, it's
ChatGPT
super
it.
offensive. Yeah, ChatGPT that shit, Tristan.
Can we legally?
I still think it's fine because we basically are.
No, but we can say it about ourselves, not about others. I don't know.
Little people
Yes, please.
or dwarfs.
They're different.
You can also use the word midget depending on the person.
So is midget offensive though?
It's like a personal thing.
I feel like we just cut that out.
No, it's fine. We used it in
Nah.
our last episode as well. It came on the invoice. It was literally on my invoice. Otherwise, I would have been like, I would have called it whatever was on my invoice.
This is amazing.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah, they're really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very clever.
Change the subject.
Did you like that?
Yeah,
Very good.
That was very well done.
So we do need to wrap things up. But
Yes.
have you got any final questions?
No, I feel like
No.
we covered everything.
We really did.
Oh,
Yeah.
we could talk for a good couple of hours.
I know.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we stood talking for half an hour before this episode. Just like,
at
shit, we
least.
better
At
get
least.
started.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do part 2 at another
easy.
day.
Oh yeah,
We'll
we'll get you
definitely-
on in a year.
Yeah, because things will change. The industry would have changed. We're going to keep on top of these trends.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and also we need to get the WhatsApp situation that you're working on.
Yes.
So we can apply that.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I have a
Yeah.
solution. It's been like a couple of years in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Well, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
And thank you. Yeah, and also thank you for always supporting us. We are truly grateful. We couldn't be here doing
Yeah,
what
we're
we
all
do
about women supporting women.
without
Yeah.
people like
Without
you.
us.
No,
was all
truly,
me.
you're always
No, really,
you're
honestly.
very
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're so welcome.
Yeah.
Like honestly, as we said, like such dream to work with. Your team's incredible.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always nice to. As I said, I've never met any other furniture owner company, so it's really nice that you
Good,
make
don't
the effort.
make
Yeah,
them.
you don't
They're
like.
I don't need to.
You don't like them anyway.
Yeah,
Actually,
no.
I did run into one. I don't think it was the owner, but the manager of one of the other businesses I ran into at the hospital one day, and he was like, "Tristan," and I was like, "Hi," but I had no idea who it was. But
Yeah.
obviously, yeah,
Nah, don't bother.
No,
yeah,
we don't. Like
Amazing.
Whoever that is, we don't,
Don't
like
worry
them.
about it.
Anyway,
lovely.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, girls.
next episode we are covering
Next
off
episode?
Well, I was going to say next week, but it's not next week. It's next fortnight. Next fortnight on Bali Weddings Unveiled, we are going to be touching on something that we kind of just spoke about how to choose your wedding planner.
Yeah.
So if that's something that you're umming about, you're in the early stages, you've just gotten engaged and you're not sure how to choose a wedding planner, stay tuned because we will be covering that off on next episode.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Lovely. So thanks for joining us,
exciting.
ladies,
Thank you,
and we'll see you in
girls.
2 weeks.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
See ya.